Hello, hello. I saw the super chat from T-Man. Thank you so much for the super chat, T-Man. Really appreciate it. Let's see. There are 4 of you here. Oh, God. Great Ghost. Trash Bag. Hello. Trash Bag number 4. Lunar Fox. Thank you so much. Thank you, Ninja Man, for the bit.
Ninja Man 3870 just shared 1 bits. Daily bit for the salivating squirrel named Salvi.
Thank you, thank you. Ahoy, ahoy, ahoy. We are getting started with everything. And first, we're going to see what's going on here. We went over this one already, I think. Yeah, we went over this one. We went over Ransukiha. Just removing some stuff that's like not... We're gonna go over the Hololive stuff because this is basically a combination to what was been going on. Hello, the chat box. The chat box. Okay, I'm gonna fix the chat box. I'm gonna fix it. I always forget one way or another. I always forget. Like one way or the other. I always forget. There we go. Little things like this we're going to go over in a little bit. First, we're going to go over a little bit. There, it updated. Counter might be broken. I'm only seeing 1. Oh, okay. Doing well today. Doing very well today. I moved the chat to the right place. There we go. We're going to go over a couple little things here. You know, things here and there. Little things here and there that we have to figure out that we're going to be doing. So here we go. Holo Justice. Yes, Holo Justice is going to be happening. But first, we're going to go over some of the Nijisanji stuff as we usually do. We are going to cover Holo Justice, of course, as we always will. Because, I mean, why not cover Holo Justice when it comes to all these things? But, here we go. We're going to go over a couple of things. This is a bit of an opinion piece, of course. This is opinion. I'll just, you know, take it as that. Is it okay to support Ike even though he was in the black stream? Always really liked him, whether he was in Zandu as a fan, Ike or Zandu, because it's Ike, Zandu was the previous one. No, he's part of the black screen stream, but immediately unsubscribed from him. But I'm wondering if it's still okay that I listen to his music, watch clip channels of him, etc. If a person is okay with it, that's fine. It is a very personal thing, as I've always said, when it comes to anybody that is doing anything in regards to their Oshi. It is a very normal thing. It is a very personal thing, and it's not something that I am going to police. Of course, other people want to police it, but me, I think that it's perfectly fine. It says, if you're okay with it, I believe it's your choice to support him to the extent you're comfortable with, while knowing what happened. I think I saw him kind of just there in the black stream playing with a bottle of water, whereas the biggest disgrace of the stream was Vox. As for old drama 2015, 9 years ago, I'd be expecting evidence if it were true. Even if it were true, people could change. Maybe he was just stupid and young. I don't know how old he is. I wouldn't worry about that. Exactly. The general consensus here, don't hate on the livers. They're real people and they're stuck in a horrible situation. That's the way I believe, at least. Even as a solid black stream trio as being bad, at the end of the day, it's something they had to do because the contract they signed forced them to do it. That's the way I see it, too. And if they did it voluntarily, we don't know the level of gaslighting and misinformation that the 3 were subjected to. Because, I mean, it's not hard for a company to gaslight a liver into thinking, oh my god, this person's horrible, oh my god, this person's doing so much things to me, gonna be doing so many bad things to me, that kind of stuff. So we don't know. We don't know how far it went. So in that end, I do think it's okay to support them as much as you want. I always say that in all of my streams, in all of my videos, everything that I can, just support them. They're just livers stuck in a very bad situation. Holo Justice coming for Holo Advent. Yes, it is. here's a twisty thing. I don't want to go too much on twisty things. My last 2 freaking videos were twisty things. I don't want to go too far into this one, or at least not further than I've already gone when it comes to the whole thing. I showed you guys the videos of everything, but I don't want to go too far into this. Basically, not going too far into the whole situation, as I've already done it in the past 2 videos that I've made. This one is something a little bit different. It's saying that it's not good that they are harassing her the same way that they harassed Nina for doing things that made their coworkers uncomfortable, Vox for the jokingly saying your mom is 8H, all these types of things, little mistakes here and there. And if, in fact, the twisty thing, I'm going to say it again, it's a nothing burger. The twisty thing really didn't have anything bad. She was just doing banter. Banter that, you know, other people have done. Banter that a lot of indie VTubers do. I think it's just a lot of people are already very angry at Nijisanji and want to use that as an excuse to get angry at somebody. Also, a lot of Vantacrow's community, the bad side of the community, came out and did some really nasty stuff. Twisty is just kind of an S-poster. She's just kind of a person who is just open and doesn't have a filter. Now, of course, if she said something actually offensive, that would be different. If she called someone a slur, if she did, you know, use that kind of language, then yes, of course, that is when you absolutely criticize somebody. Here, it was just banter. From what I could tell, I watched the video. I watched the stuff that happened, the stuff that they were criticizing her for. It was just regular banter. Do not go and try to destroy someone's career or destroy someone's mental health for some small banter like that. Like, that's what they did to Zaion. For some small banter and little mistakes that she made, that she, of course, corrected and, of course, apologized because they were mistakes that shouldn't have been done, they still are chasing her nowadays. You know, that's the kind of thing that I don't like. Collabs, let the people who are collabing be the ones to decide whether it is a good or a bad step that's being taken. Let that be the ones who decide. Also remember that Twisty's brand is brand new at this during this time when Nijisanji's under a microscope. Likely she joined from last year's summer auditions. She's only been on this account for a few weeks, and we know from past experience, Niji doesn't even let talents talk to one another, basically at all, before they even start. It's basically, they don't have that cohesion from what we have read before. They don't have that cohesion, that group cohesion. Rest of VN, according to Iluna collab, Kyo, Mari, and Aya, thank Aster for helping them with pre-debut stuff. It's like, well, I don't know who else said they never interact with each other. So maybe this was a mistake that this person made. But either way, unlike Hololive, unlike other organizations that want you to have this group cohesion, it doesn't seem like Nijisanji pushes it. Now, if the liver themselves are the ones that push that cohesion, that's different. Because there are some good livers like Nina that wanted to have, you know, connections. In the Iluna collab, Kyo, Mari, and Aya were thanking Aster for helping them out with stuff. You know, things like that. Anna's a veteran in how she handled edgy jokes. Not everyone's going to be able to handle it correctly, but that's what I took it as, just edgy jokes, and not even severely offensive edgy jokes. Some people just need to, you know, relax and let people learn as they go. It's like, yeah, let Twisty rest. Speedrunning the Twisty stuff to get Holo Justice news. So a dokibird. Clara is the only one I like. This makes me like Twisty more, maybe because I'm a little twisted. Sean, when I started watching Niji, the primary reason was because they were unhinged. There's going to be a hot take, but if I wanted to tame, I'd watch Holo. Niji cancelled is what I loved about Niji before they got ruined. That's not a hot take. That's your personal take, and I respect that, because yes, there are people who, it was Japanese stepbro humor. Exactly, it was stepbro humor. It's fine for people to be that way. A lot of people take other people's takes a little bit too seriously, and in some cases, the unhinged part is what makes it fun. Like for a lot of people, for me, a lot of unhinged stuff is what makes it fun, and that's what I'm saying. The unhinged part is the fun part. You know, that's the fun thing. Of course. Here is someone's talking about Scarlet specifically. She's about to play Coffin of Andy and Laylee. If you know that one, it's like some possible brother-sister relationships. I can only imagine the pushback. It would be Starbucks thing all over again. Hopefully not. I mean, hopefully people learn, for goodness sakes.
Sean donated $20 through Super Chat.
Thank you again so much for the Super Chat, Sean.
The primary reason was because they were unhinged.
Really appreciate that.
This is gonna be a hot take, but if I want to tame, I'd watch Holo. Hashtag Niji cancelled is what I loved about Niji before they ruined it.
Thank you so much for the Super Chat, Sean. But yeah, I agree with you. So this poster here is worried about Scarla. She's gonna play the coffin of Andy and Lily. As if you know that, it's some brother-sister relationship stuff, some furthering of the relationship, at least a chance to, into uncharted and unhinged territory. Let's just put it that way. And people are worried. Well, this person specifically is worried that the Niji fans may take it out of control. They may say, "Oh, why are you playing this?" Or, "Oh, what's up with these jokes?" You know, that type of thing. And if she does unhinged jokes, they might treat her the way they're treating Twisty recently. And that is not good, because people need to be able to have a bit of a sense of humor. They need to be able to understand that not everything that's said is said to be 100% super duper serious. A lot of things there that are said to be just, you know, a little bit unhinged, a little bit, you know, strange, a little bit, you know, interesting. And that is fine. You know, don't get angry just for anything. Making jokes about step-sibling Prawn is going too far. A joke that Gargur herself has made was just as funny. Hoping Scarlings will push them out, like basically, you know, make sure that they don't do all that kind of stuff. Says what draws the sisters' ire isn't what jokes are being made, but who made the jokes. Pick one of the girls who are in good standing with the sisters, and they won't be objecting to any of those kinds of jokes. Basically, if you're popular enough, you won't be objected to the jokes, according to this person's opinion, of course. Likewise, they will react to Scarlet playing Andy and Laylee, depends entirely on how they feel about her, not all the actual content of the game. And if they don't like her, they haven't liked her ever since the Kurosanji comment, with the one where she liked the comment about it being Kurosanji. So she may be getting some hate. And hopefully she doesn't, but there's a chance that she will. Other people are saying the same thing, saying best thing that happens is when the regulars completely ignore the antis. There are weirdos that showed up to Scarlet and Aya's outfit reveals, and they got completely ignored by chat, and nothing came of it. They were saying some really weird stuff, and luckily they got, you know, they didn't go through. And, you know, people were just like, forget about them. Let's do what we need to do. You know, enjoy the showcase that's happening. This one's too much of an iffy. Let's go on to the Twisty stuff. We're going to take a look at what she actually says. I'm going to speed it up a little bit, but not too much. It's only 1.25, so it should be fine for you guys. What's up? Pioneer, thank you. She's pretty good and a very good singer. Oh, okay. How far strided from Nijisanji is there? The first time I heard about it, well, I never missed at least a freaking announcement of the debut of Holo Niji. Yeah, things are kind of getting weird on the Nijisanji side. I understand that. It's just a lot of people aren't paying attention anymore. Christoph, I'm worried about Scarlet too. Millie used to jokingly Riz Kyo all the time and made some pretty unhinged comments. Don't remember people trying to cancel her for it. Yeah, a lot of like you said, a lot of people when you have positive views of others, then that's when you'll be like, oh, it's fine. Let's see what she says here.
When people, every time I go on Twitter after collab, there's always people who are like upset by my presence or whatever. It's fine, but I wish people would stop saying, you know, that I make other livers uncomfortable, you know, when like I've talked to them and, you know, we're all good, right? And it just upsets me that people try to say that type of stuff. Because I see it all the time from so many different people, and it's like, I know I get too much sometimes, but I always talk with them after and, you know, make sure they're not uncomfortable, you know? Yeah, it's just so frustrating because I hear it every time. I know, I just wish people understood that, you know what I mean? Because even if you only share interactions on stream, we talk outside of that. I mean, I get it, you know, if somebody talked like that to my Oshi, I can understand, you know, feeling upset, but I would think that, I don't know, the first Tatsu, whatever, they joined, you know, it was the same thing. You would think if I'm back, like, people would understand, what do you call it? People would understand that, like, you know, we're all good, right? If I'm there again, they probably don't. It's like, maybe don't clip, because I don't think it's gonna mean anything coming from me. I'm like just vent here, guys, just because, you know, I don't want their community to be upset with them or anything, of course, but, you know, at the same time, we have like a certain dynamic in clubs, and
Yeah, Twitter people are weird.
Gonna just, not be
unfortunately.
myself so that other people can feel more alright with it, I guess. I don't know. I just think, I mean, I don't really care about like lipstick, but I just think that like me saying it doesn't really mean anything. And I feel like, I don't know, it's just a question mark to me.
And that's the thing. It's just question mark to her. And that's the issue. Don't go really hard on her because of all this kind of stuff. It's like people were getting really unhinged in the chat. People were saying, oh, I'm glad she's gone. Oh, I'm glad she left when she left the collab. That type of stuff. It's just, people really, really, really like hating. And that's why I try to be more even, more like, right in the middle. Of course, that gets me a lot of hate because, well, I'm in the middle. They're not going to have, a lot of people, being like, oh my God, And that's the big issue. I don't want people to be that kind of crazy. She signed up to the big, like people are saying she's new. She signed up to the big agency pretty new. It's not anything kind of like too crazy. But, dunk on her all you want. But the fact is, Nijisanji is the one that hasn't been doing very much in regards to really anything going on here. It really hasn't done much. So that's the big issue. What's up, Suni? The hater, yeah, the hater has gone too far, definitely. They do end up going. Twitter people are weird to mock Twisty. Oh, I'm getting hit. Damn it. There goes Lunar Fox again. Twitter people are weird as indeed. What's up? Hello, 80 Santos. Hey, Suni. Hey, John Led, David, everybody, Claude, everybody who showed up. And once again, thank you, Sean, for the super chat. Really do appreciate it. Does help the channel a lot. A lot more than you would even imagine. So yeah, people are overreacting to this Twisty joke. Some people are saying the same thing that I just said. Some people are like, the first mistake was clicking on a Kyo video. People tend to forget how Kyo started his career, not trying to slander him or some S, but he used to clickbait his videos before false, called him out on some of his BS. Another reason why throughout the drama VTuber reporter, I only watch false from time to time. Prefers Hololive News Report, though, because they're wholesome. So that's why I try to add different views.
Salty Dog gifted a tier 1 subscription to Exile Raziel.
Thank you, Salty Dog, for the gifted subscription. Really do appreciate it. Hello, Chris Claudio. Thank you so much for the positive you always send. Thank you so much. Need to management with their hands-off approach to their livers. I think Twisty's cute and adorable and funny. I think so too. And yeah, it's pretty much, they bullied her and they didn't like her. So this isn't necessarily a lie per se. But there are some people who think it's too far. I've said these things before. I put these things in my thumbnails, so I don't think it's too crazy as long as it's not like, oh my God, they like, okay, it's different if it's like, okay, they hate her because a lot of them do, or saying they sent her death threats. That would be a different thing. That would be absolutely would be saying too far. That would absolutely be something crazy, but he didn't do anything bad here. It's just you have to say something a little bit drawing to the eye in order to get people to look at your stuff. The YouTube trains you that way, pretty much. The YouTube algorithm trains you that way. You get shitty videos and shitty freaking views if you post like a long diatribe about blah 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 blah, or if you post this drama happened, that drama happened. You get something very different. During the early mid-2000s, 2015 YouTube, banter among friends, YouTubers was normal, like everyone knew it was for fun. Very true, Raphael. Think Twisty's cute, adorable, and funny. Like I said, I do too. And yeah, people are taking that joke a little too far. This is another thing that popped out for the situation here. And we are going. We're going here with a little bit of Nijisanji stuff. We're doing some Nijisanji stuff. Niji apparel collab. Of course, we're looking at the apparel collabs. They're doing it with these three, which are it's basically a follow us on Twitter. It's all this kind of stuff here. It's on the JP side. It is Mugi, Riri, and it looks like Elu. The three. I don't know these people because I'm not too much into Nijisanji JP. So I don't know these people. I'm going to be very honest with you. I don't know these people. I am not very much on the Nijisanji JP side. But it's fine. I mean, I'm glad that they have something going on. They're saying follow them on X. They're saying, you know, UV cut. I don't know what the hell ultra... UV as in UV rays? I don't know. But they do have waterproofing. They do have all that kind of stuff. Here is something that says used in collab stream, super rare. So right down here at the bottom, like saying, you know, they're going to be doing super rare stuff or whatever. Here's a closer look at the things that they have already. They have some perfume stuff. I guess this is the more like the, like you rub it on your skin and it stays as perfume instead of the actual just spritzing. This is the 10% off special coupon, Nijisanji, for all their stuff here. All the stuff that they have, the camisoles, the... Not looking too horrible, but it's Japanese fashion. So it may be something that over here doesn't look good, but for them it does. So it's a Japanese fashion here, of course. And these three are the Izakamania stores. So they're going to be having that there. And their stream that they're talking about is here, that they're showing, you know, the fashion. They're saying it's very balanced, it's very cute. You know, looking at the accessories of the store that they're getting the promotion from. So that's not unheard of. It's not crazy. It's just... It seems, for these people it seems weird that they're doing something beyond the kayfabe that they normally do. You know, that kind of stuff. It just seems weird for them. I think Kyo hearing comments that were pretty hateful to Twisty wasn't a good move. Breeds more hate. Yeah, exactly. That's the issue. You don't heart comments that are hateful towards someone. I have made that mistake before, and I have made sure not to do that because, like, sometimes you just click heart, and I shouldn't do that. Like, that's why from now on, I try to read my comments. You're going to see less hearts, but I try to read them more, or at least skim over them a couple times to make sure I'm not saying any, you know, it's hearting anything weird. Gen 2? They're Gen 2? Okay, they're Gen 2 JP. Gen 2 JP, which is good. I mean, you would think Nijisanji would be forgetting Gen 2, but I'm glad that they're getting something. Thank you again, Courtney, for letting me know. Does not promote their livers, Mervin. Says no wonder people don't know them outside of Japan. To be fair, Kyo is one of the VTubers news channels that Nijisanji struck, so it's not hard to imagine he hates Nijisanji for it. Don't take this as me endorsing his actions. Of course not. I understand. Also, with mistakes that I've made, I make sure, like, for example, I made a mistake of jumping the gun with the recent Hololive EN Gen 4 trailer. I jumped the gun. I said something that was not good towards Hololive or anything like that. You know what I mean? So it is one of those things, you know? It's one of those things, of course, that happens. Just heart first several. Don't think, yeah. I feel bad for Twisty. She seems to be getting hate from both sides. Anti-Niji hate on her because she was making fun of Doki. I'm getting bully joke instead of Nijisanji's sisters hate her. That type of stuff. Because of the Vanta stream, it was an announcement of the announcement. Oh, okay. Yeah, that kind of stuff. Let's see. Now I have people that I will not be reading. Okay. So I know that now. I've checked to end live streams recently quickly and once a day, and the fact that she's not even close to 1K live viewers, that is something that does happen, yes. You do have those situations where you're not even close to that. Oh, nice! Dawn Seeker, you got a gifted sub from T-Man the Ferret. Very nice. Here we go. And we're going towards this one right here. In green U. Now you got the greens. Thank you, T-Man. That always helps the channel. Always does. Exalrazio, Sayu mentioned Kyo doing clickbait title thumbnails. That he was the reason I felt disgust for people that covers YouTubing news. Oh, okay. It all turned around after Selen's termination. I started to trust him a little more. I don't discuss my Kyo anymore, but I still don't really like him. A lot of people have those issues, and that is fair. That is very fair to have those kind of critiques. It is very fair. Because, of course, not everyone is going to like everyone out there. You know what I mean? Not everyone is gonna be, you know, happy about what's going on, happy about everything. So, you know, it is a thing. She also said Niji was a bad company, so I wonder if she wants to get fired. I think it's more like she's just an S poster. She's just someone who does a lot of those types of things. Holy crap, another gifted sub. Thank you, T-Man. To Gerard this time. Thank you. All in all, Fox Idea is the one that I think holds the most trust. I think so too. Also, Niji was a bad company. It's the one that everyone tries to strive for when it comes to these things. Like, everyone does try to strive for. You know, that's I think that's the big thing, that everyone tries to strive for that. But here we go. Happy 1 year anniversary of me losing my Oshi. So this is basically talking about the person on the left here. Bandages PL. They're talking about bandages, which is, you know, Vanta bandages, I believe. Bandages on the left. He's the one that they're talking about more than anything. Holy crap. So yee. Let's see. Think Rev is pretty good too. Yeah, Rev is pretty good too. He gets into a lot of drama, but like, he calls people out. He's been pretty good for the most part, from what I've seen. You know? Overall, it's more fun here. They say they will slow down the recruitment to build talents. They will stop altogether. Yeah, and here's the thing. I think what ended up happening is a lot of their stuff ended up being already done and set in stone. I think this might be the last one that we're gonna see for a bit. You know, I think so. So that's the big thing, I think. I think for the most part. Ow. So yeah, that's the big thing. HoloGen 4 must have been under work for a while. I think they were, pretty much. Pretty soon, I think HoloGen 4 was already being worked on. Yeah, it was already being worked on. Oof, oof, oof. Thank you, thank you. It was already been worked on. Yeah, so that's the thing. They did say that they're going to be taking a little bit more rest, but it's already been worked on pretty much. Here we go. Unnamed Usan will have a 3D reveal on June 22nd. That's my birthday. I think it will be June 22nd Japanese time, though, so it's technically going to be on the 21st, but the 22nd is my birthday, yes. So that will be, I will be having a birthday stream, but also, you know, family wants to have some time with me, so it's going to be a little bit of mixing in between of, you know, birthday and that. It's going to be on a Saturday, so I might just make it a non-Niji day, depending on how things go. But yeah, for Saturday on June 22nd is my birthday this year. Another year older. Another year older. So yeah. Those things always happen. They happen every single year. So it's one of those things, of course. Who threw the tennis ball? It was Lunar. Lunar threw the tennis ball. Yeah, ads suck. If there was a way that I could get rid of Twitch ads, of ads in general for you guys, that'd be great. But no. Both Twitch and YouTube are like, you're going to be using our system, you're going to be using ads. They just put them in there. Usan, Unnamed, Yugo, whoever want to call him, he's going to be doing his 3D reveal. And, I mean, his beyond 3D reveal, because remember, we had this one. We had this one for WrestleTuber. We had this one here for WrestleTuber. So, we have this one over here that he's mentioning for his stuff. Thank you for support and watch me sing. So, he's going to be singing. It's probably going to be at least semi like the one that we have for, that we had happen, you know, in the past. So, we'll see. We'll see what it is. YouTube Premium for the win! And with YouTube Premium, Kulade, you do support the streamer that you're watching because it will treat it as an ad view, which is interesting. It's really weird the way it does it, but that's supposedly what YouTube Premium is supposed to do. It's supposed to treat you being here like an ad view, which is, again, interesting. And I don't know how that works. I have no clue how that works. I'm not smart enough. It's June 22nd at 6 a.m., so it's actually on my birthday. Okay, so it's actually going to be live on my birthday. So we're going to be able to talk about it, most likely. Is this okay to support Ike? I say yes. I think I've already talked about this one already. I think maybe I have. Yeah, I think I have already. Yeah, I have talked about this one. It's a double. Whoops, sorry about that. We have a little bit of a meme. You have the bouncing tomato, switching the old Dragoons into new Dragoons. Of course, the bouncy tomato. Perfect. Perfect. The transform has been completed. We're all transforming into new Dragoons. And here is the old school Dragoons being formed as the new Dragoons here too. So all good stuff. Yeah, the YouTube Premium thing is good. But I fully understand. Not everyone can do that through YouTube Premium. So I do appreciate the liking, the subscribing, hitting the bell notification icon, lurking, watching, following, memberships, all of that. Like I said, just even lurking, just watching, just all of that, I appreciate it more than you could ever imagine. It is immensely great for me. I do absolutely appreciate every single bit. Because, well, being honest, it's not easy being a content creator. And thanks to you guys, I get like $35 here and there a month from YouTube, so that's always good. It's $35 more than I had before, goddammit. What's up, Denny? Hello. After Twisty's joke and reaction, well, you have it here doing some horrible stuff, you know, like pleasuring himself to someone else's voice. I sleep. Make some jokes, some really just tame jokes, honestly. It was like a step bro joke. That was it. And people hated her for it. Real S. Like, I don't get that. I really don't get that. And here's another one from the old school days of Q&A measures of not incorporating the growth of EN to the branch. And down here, it's like ID KR, and EN is like, ID and KR is like first time at the chopping block, and EN is like, huh? Of course, this is a movie reference, but yeah. They're charging me double, so I had to drop it. Oof. Also, pain to get your money back. Google is very much a pain to get your money back. I do understand that. YouTube is pretty bad with that kind of stuff. Give YouTube money when they actively sabotage their own platform to force people to buy their subscription. They do, and now YouTube is putting server-side ads. What that means is that from the server, the ads are coming. So it makes it really hard to actually block it. There's going to be ways to do it, but YouTube is making it so much harder to block ads. I mean, you can, if you want to actually block ads, you can figure it out. You can absolutely figure it out. You can absolutely do that, but it's not gonna be easy. It's not gonna be easy, and that's one of those things that sucks. See, happy birthday. How old are you going to be? Squirrel years. In squirrel years, I think in squirrel years, I'm going to be 55. So in squirrel years, I think I'm going to be old. I'm even an old son of bitch. Absolutely. An old son of gun. Just to add, Salvi, they purposely placing them as horribly as possible. They absolutely are, and I do apologize on that end, but I have zero control over what's happening. That's terrifying. Twitch is very hard to block. Yeah, they're doing server-side ads, unfortunately. Twitch is trying to do the same thing, I think. Twitch has always been doing server-side ads, I believe. Always. But yeah, I can understand that. Rather than buy YouTube Premium, then all other streaming services are touch Twitch. Yeah. True, true. Kalude, like, instead of Premium, you could always, you know, support in other ways, just like I said, by liking, by doing, you know, subscriptions, by doing memberships, by doing, you know, super chats, whichever way you want. If you don't want to spend money directly on YouTube, there's also my Streamlabs, which pops up on occasion. There's my Streamlabs, which is, you know, streamlabs.com/MattSalviTip. All underscores between the Matt Salvi. And if you don't want to be on any of those, you can use Streamlabs to support monetarily. If you want to support and you don't want to give YouTube any cut of the money or Twitch any cut of the money, you can go straight for Streamlabs. Absolutely. Tenma exposed by Doki. I hope Elon reverts the change just so the world can see what you all try to hide. Tenma's like, you take that effing back. What's in the likes? What's in the likes, my dude? Not Theo, of course. Not Theo is her main clipper. I think she even pays him to clip. It's like, not Theo's like, what's in the likes? What's in the likes, my dude? So yeah. That's why I use uBlock. Reason I sub on Twitch. I get that. I get that, Salty Dog. I appreciate that. Because Twitch is a little bit less. See, the issue that I've always had with Twitch, and I don't care if it gets me in trouble. The issue I've always had with Twitch is that they do 50-50 split with the subs. The memberships, the subs, whatever you want to call them. The only way that you can get to a point where it's no longer a 50-50 split is you have to be a partner, number one, which I think you have to have like more than like 75 or something, more than 70 people for 3 streams of average. Then once you're a partner, you need to go into the Partner Plus program, which is you have to have 100 subscriptions every month and have it recurring subscriptions, 100 of them every month for 3 months. So you have to have paid subscriptions. The gifted subscriptions don't count. So gifted doesn't count. So if you get gifted them, they don't count towards your plus goal points. Because I guess they don't want you to have just someone gift you 100 and then boom, you get it. Boom. Jinx, you guys do support. Jinx, David, Salty, Gerard, everybody supports. Just by being here, you guys give me big support. I'll be honest with you. Just by being here. It's a humongous support for someone like me. Now that we've gotten through all this, we're going to go for the red alert, the big alert that we have here for Hololive. And what's going to be is, let's see, where we get, where the fuck is this stupid thing? Here we are. Oh, let me get Advent in here. Fuck. Let's see. Hololive English Twitter. Because I do like having you guys have the actual Twitter here. So, this is something that I had done before, but I need to do the correction. The first correction is that this is a teaser trailer. They're most likely going to be doing lore video. They're most likely going to be doing so much more. Because remember, Hololive is very good at announcing things. Very good at building up hype. Look what they did to Advent. Look what they did even to Hololive ID, which, you know, Nijisanji, the way that they treated their ID was way different than Hololive did. Hololive has been doing this stuff. They're very professional at it. They're very good at announcing things. So this is the first thing I have to mention to you guys. There should be some comparison to Noth, I guess. They wouldn't even come close, I'm pretty sure, because of the fact that this is going to be maybe by the end of June or maybe early July, they're going to be doing the actual, you know, debuts. But this, they usually give it like a week or two, a couple weeks of actually putting things out there. What this is showing you the art. Let's take a look at the art that they're going to show you guys. This is all them showing you everything. They're showing the line art. They're showing the you know, a little bit of teasers here and there. Everything's being teased. Everything's being teased. 8 p.m. PDT, so it's going to be tonight as of the recording of this, most likely you're going to have to check the next section, because I'm probably going to put these two sections together. Once I have the actual debut trailer, once I have the actual lore trailer, I'm probably going to put it there, or at least direct you guys towards it. So get a look at that. Make sure that you guys see that coming up soon. And of course, with all of this, we have to mention Advent, because Advent are the jailbreak people. They broke out of jail. Each one of them broke out of jail. They were in jail, now they broke out of it. Let's see how they responded. Shiori, nice legs. Of course, Shiori's going to be talking about the legs. Koseki, you'll never take me alive. Yeah, of course, Koseki's going to do that. Do we see ears? Bao bao? They're like, bao bao? Oh my god, no, not them again. Not the girls. Whatever will I do? Whatever will I do? Nerissa is in such a bad position. Sarcasm, of course. Intensifying. She loves the girls. Somehow these were all expected responses. Yes, they really were. Especially Nerissa's. Yeah. I love how the girls appreciate their possible new kohais, and then Bibu's like, you'll never take me alive! Her chaotic gremlin energy cannot be contained. Jumps out of the nearest window in the most comical way possible. Yes, more than likely it's going to be one of those things. It's going to be a very comical way, most likely. Maybe one is a chihuahua. Who knows? Maybe this time it'll actually be a chihuahua. Snow-clouded leopard, doll musician, a person, and either a dinosaur or a dragon. This came out of nowhere. This red person seems to have had a lot of fire motifs in their design. Maybe an inquisitor. Still not sure what yellow is, but hoodie gives a frilled lizard vibes. Oh, that would be interesting. I don't think we have very many actual lizard in... I don't think we have any in Hololive, honestly. I really enjoy the fact that Nerissa claimed the crown of the most aggressively gay member of HoloEN from Kiara. In it, does that mean we'll finally get the British? Maybe we'll get some British in here? Maybe? In it, maybe? Nerissa really challenging Shane top here. Oh no, the best scary dummy mommies. Hope they don't see me accidentally trip and land on my back and then press down on me. Oh god, this person. Oh god. Okay, gonna be a lot of people as F the police when they debut. Absolutely. Gonna be a definite F the police there. And here we go. They're adding a little bit to the lore, it seems like. Bao Bao, don't send us back to the cell. This is a top secret mission that they have, with all of them being here. Like I said, Hololive is very good at getting all of the large hype, building up all these things. So it seems like they're going to be tying Advent to this new Holo Justice. There may be some antagonists in there in the beginning, and of course they're eventually all going to get along, because of course they're going to get along. They don't actually dislike each other, but this is something to add to everything. Focus on the Jackbox game, Mokoko. Don't worry, puppies, unlike back then, you'll not have almost 900k ruffians who are itching to bail you out of jail. When it ends up happening, yes, they're going to be sending tons of super chats to bail them out, of course. Why do the puppies feel like someone creepily saying kitten? Our full Moko Discord puppies? I'm sure nothing bad will ever possibly happen from this. Amit caught on to you? More like an entire new gen coming after them. Yeah, the Justice one is going to be interesting. Why would we send you back? Yeah, we would never send you back. This is fun, though. This is why I needed to correct some things and make sure people understood that Hololive is absolutely really good with this stuff. They're even tying 2 different generations together. Love when that happens. It's red. Had to sneak a Hololive meme in here. Had to absolutely sneak a Hololive meme. I couldn't go out without sneaking a Hololive meme. This is Nodoka. She's staff. And they basically made her into a VTuber. And she says, the power. She has the power. Nodoka, unlimited power. Nodoka has unlimited power here, of course. And also, they've of course added new things. Where she found the Doomslayer sword. Of course, with Nodoka and all this stuff, she has a lot of popularity. So of course, they're going to add this stuff to it as well. And we're going to go over some news, you know. We already went over the coconuts thing. Shadow, if you do or don't know, I'm just going to refresh your memory. Shadow is someone who is pretty darn popular. And she had a break, a moment where she was having her hiatus. She had a mental health hiatus for, I think it was since April or something like that. So she had a mental health hiatus for a couple of months. She says feeling genuinely better mentally and physically. Please continue to wait warmly over the coming weeks for announcements and more information. Our regularly scheduled Shondo-ing will be back before you know it, at 100% power. So this is great. This is absolutely great to see. It says, glad things are looking up. So happy you're feeling better, and we'll continue to wait patiently for your return. Of course, everyone's saying, welcome back, Shondo. Welcome back, Shondo. They had, like I mentioned, a mental health hiatus. This was something that I was glad that they had mentioned it and made it public, because mental health in general is something that is not pushed hard enough for people to actually respect and people actually to take breaks for, because people are like, oh my God, people are going to leave. People are never going to understand. I'm not going to be able to, you know, have fun anymore, that type of thing. So that's never good. It's never good for that to happen. And I'm glad, so very glad that she's getting better. I see the darkest night. I make the bad guys fall. There's a million heroes, but I'm the best of them all. Oh, nice. Trailer's 2 hours and 50. Holy crap. Trailer's 2 hours and 15 minutes. She wants to devour them. Did you look at the pic they released before the preview? Waking up to the new Holo Gen after Nintendo Direct. Metroid Prime 4. Nice. UK Holo. Are you going live stream it today or just post a video on reaction? I might just post a video on my reaction, because if it's going to be like 2 freaking hours, then who knows? I might extend it, but like, then that would make my videos be like extended too. I'll see what I'll do. They have it down to an art. For the plushies, go into a dummy plushie for the testing, and I'll be going through wash. Oh yeah, testing through the wash is a good idea. Testing through the wash is a very good idea. Hololive, can you have an effective managers be so popular? Main channel uses them for membership content. Yeah. Yes. You're gonna go over this other one too? I love showing good news when it comes to independent VTubers, or at least smaller VTubers. This one is a lot larger than I am, of course, but this is Lumiere Grimson, Black Onyx Gang. They're part of a VTuber group, it seems like. This is them. Business inquiries, yeah, they have everything basically for themselves. Twitch partner, twitch.tv, Lumiere Grimson. And this is their Twitch, 8.8k followers. So still pretty big, and usually gets, you know, a lot of people watching his stuff. So a good singer from what I'm guessing, because of the announcement that they made, which is this one. They're going to be performing at TwitchCon. A huge thank you to Twitch for selecting me for such an honor. Literally speechless right now. And it says, damn, that's amazing. Been following you for a while. It's so good to hear the communities are happen. Like these opportunities are happening to you. Sending good vibes and wishing you the most opportunities head your way. Love and appreciate you, my friend. Thank you so much for the encouraging words and support. It means the world to me. It's amazing. It is very amazing. Let's go. It's definitely a positive reaction. Definitely something I wanted to give you guys a little bit more of, because it's good. It's good to have these type of reactions happening here. You know what I mean? And let's see. This other one was a big one that I wanted to mention. This is another big one that I want to mention. If you remember, Fenriru was Pochi Wanmaru before she left from Idol EN, because there was some stuff that happened. I made a video about it a while back. Fenriru, if I'm not mistaken, was Pochi Wanmaru, and now she's moving from Fenriru to Fluff and Fox. So she's going to be a Fennec Fox now. Since my socials have been updated and the Fox takeover is starting, what does this mean? My new branding comes with Fennec Fox design. I've been teasing in the next months. I'll be moving from my previous branding into this new one until the full reveal later this September. I may use temporary or current assets. The awkward middle phase is what I like to call it. I will be annoying you for a bit and remind people this change frequently. I want to thank my community for understanding me and encouraging me so much. I was so close to giving up on my dream upon the return as Fenriru, of course. But they single-handedly picked me back up and made all this possible. I can't wait to start this new chapter. You guys are incredible. And I'm working very hard to bring you a lot of exciting things I never knew could be done. Thank you so much for this part of my life. And left is what she was. Fenriru, she was a fox. A wolf, I mean. Like a Fenrir, which is, you know, a wolf from, like, legend. And Fluff and Fox, she's going to be a Fennec Fox. So that's going to be another cutie. It's going to be another cute thing to see. And that's always good. I said it looks very cute. Happy you're starting a new chapter. Rima Evanstar is saying, you always love the Fennec Foxes. They're so cute. I would miss having you as a model sister, but I'm so excited for you. Fluff and Love. Very talented. I definitely recommend them. You should get plenty more adorable sisters. Hi, Fluffers. Oh my God, can't wait. You look so cute. So people are very much welcoming this change. And I'm very happy to see this change. It is very, very welcome. See, for a second, I thought it was Salvi fan art. Saw the clip of Bibu and Narissa having a Star Wars lightsaber battle? I guess so. Meriwether's mom got a model. Definitely model upgrade for Fluffin, yes. Shondo's nice and funny, not really a cup of tea, that's fine. What's good? What's good, Dominic? So far, so good. Everything's going pretty well. It's all fun and games until Tactical Scott is unleashed. Adorable design. I don't know what happened with her. Wolf evolved from a fox. There was, well, just the short and skinny of it, there was some issues with, you know, I guess payment and all those types of things. And, you know, there was issues with management communicating with her not so well. She called them out first. They talked about it. They talked through it. They made sure that they weren't, that, you know, both sides got heard, make sure that both sides were respected, and, you know, that type of stuff. And, you know, it's all really good. It's all really fun. I mean, it's fun to see that they're doing this stuff. It was all good and fun to see that, actually, HoloEN was like, yeah, we talked it out. We actually talked to her. We wanted this thing to get straightened out, and she's doing good now. Yes, she had a re-debut. That's Fenriru. And now she's going to have a re-debut. A model change. For, for this new one, Fluff and Fox. They're definitely model upgrade for Fluffin. Meriwether indeed commissioned a VTuber model for his mom. She's already had debut. Oh, wow. So Meriwether had a mom debut. Of course they're going to love it. This here is a struggle that a lot of smaller creators, a lot of creators in general have. This person made changes to the server where you have to, the only way you can promote yourself if you are at a certain level in the server themselves. Like, it will not open you will not be opened up until you're at tier 20, which is basically you have to have chatted in the server for a bit. You had to have been in the server for a bit before you can actually be in the promoting channel. Because what does happen, unfortunately, on most places is that you have people go in. I was guilty of this in the past. I don't do this anymore, but I was guilty of this in the past when I first started. I didn't know that was a big no-no. But a big no-no that happens a lot with VTubers is you go in to a server and you start promoting yourself. You aren't even talking to the server. You aren't even talking in the server. You're not even having any kind of communication with the server. You just go in and start pushing yourself every single day and not communicating. This is fine. Like, I don't have a problem with it right now. I don't have a problem with it. But just remember that not everyone is okay with it. Like this person here, it says, as much as I would like to help fellow VTubers, I don't want to feel as if promoting yourself is the only reason why you joined the server, because some people joined larger servers. My server's not large, but some people join like 10K servers, 12K servers, 20K servers, and start promoting themselves. I feel bad. Nowadays, I feel bad if I'm in a server and I don't talk, I don't promote myself. If I no longer talk in the server, there are many servers that I no longer talk in. I used to promote myself because I used to talk every single day, several times a day in those servers. Now, I don't promote myself because I don't talk in that server. I don't chat in that server. So I'm still a part of those servers. I'm still a part of larger servers, but I talk only occasionally, so I don't promote myself. Number two is I'm a news VTuber, but people see me as a drama VTuber, so people already hate me. People have already pushed me away for that in the past. They have. And it is what it is. If the change gives you a bad ick impression of me, know that this says a lot about you than it does to me. Send me a DM if this is what you feel so I can delete you from my friends list. Absolutely. Don't go for friends just to get, you know, oh, they might raid me later on, or oh, they might be doing this later on, or that later on, or whatever later on. Do it because you actually want to support the person. You actually want to send support their way and talk and chat and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's the big thing. Definitely a big thing. And one very, very good thing that's happened is Lolicami Requiem has had 100 million views, which is very, very good. And it is something that freaking Ui-san should be very proud of. Because that's a huge, huge thing. And that's something that I'm like, holy crap. I can't even imagine 100 million anything on my stuff. But They worked really hard to do this. They worked really, really hard to make this happen. And of course, congratulations to them. Paste and go for this one. I am going to shrimp cyber prawn. I'm going to have everything going on here. For everyone who doesn't know, she went in for, I'm gonna first get everything there. I don't know why it fucking does that, but it like messes up everything. So I have to do this. So I have to go like that. So shrimp cyber prawn. If you have, it's a shrimp vtuber. If you are just not aware of everything that goes on, because, you know, I look at all these things, I take a look at everything. She had found out that she had a large brain tumor. It was causing her like visual hallucinations, visual stuff. So she wanted to actually get things done, wanted to get it removed. She went in for surgery. This is before she started surgery. Getting ready for surgery now. Today we'll beat the VTuber brain rot allegations for good. Love you all, and I'll see you later. So that's where she started the stuff. And she says here, Shrimp just wrapped up the first day of surgery. This is someone writing for her that was given permission. Operation has been going well, but progress is slow. Foreseen by the surgeon, and she'll be going in tomorrow for the second operation. Thanks for the support. More tomorrow. So brain surgery is not a quick thing. It's never a quick thing. And especially hers, that was like in the center of the brain mass. They have to go through the lobes of the brain to actually get it. So they have to do some cuts and things like that. So she's probably going to have to learn how to walk again, have to learn certain things again. Who knows? Depends on how, you know, how the surgery goes. I'm not a brain surgeon, so I'm not a doctor. So I'm just saying from what I'm thinking because of where it was. And she says she's finished her second day of surgery. She'll be going in for tests tomorrow, but it looks like the whole tumor has been removed. Sleeping soundly through the night. Thanks for the love and support. The body can heal very fast, especially if she's young. They can heal very fast. Get the dub. She got the dub. And she says, I lived. This is also, you know, Capo Mochi was the one who did this. This is her mouth, like squirrely mouth. And, you know, the nasal for the oxygen. She lived, B. Yep, she lived. It's good news. She lived. She was able to get up enough so that she can actually start posting. She's aware enough, awake enough that she can start posting for herself, which is great to see. Always, always great to see. And that's pretty much all the news that I wanted to give you guys today. It is crazy, man. It's crazy. She do be living, though. She do be doing that living, though. She do. How it do. How it do. How it do indeed. That is definitely a thing that happens. And that is, let me see something right here. We go YouTube. And then we go here, and we are going to be doing Fat Electrician as we always do. Always do that because it's always fun to do that, right? So there we go, and then Shapa, here we go. Yeah, it's fine. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Yeah, there we go. Let's go, bitches. We'll be doing Fat Electrician, but not quite yet, because, of course, not quite yet. It's not what we do immediately. So right now, what we're going to do is we're going to have, let's see, not this one. That was Fat Electrician.
It is time to calamari.
Carp.
Magacarp?
Yes.
Like the Pokemon?
Yes,
Oh, God.
Magikarp, but it says
Magikarp. It's Magikarp.
And Gyarados?
Gyarados.
Yeah, what is...
Means she's
is
not
that
coming
like
back to
really
Steam anytime soon. Probably not. At least for a month. Minimum a month, most likely. Human body is walking contradictions, both more resilient than you expect and also weaker than you expect.
If you love something, you have to.
Yeah, I'm glad she's okay.
Chat,
Absolutely.
how do I cancel her? What do I say? What do I say? My one time said to me, hey, got any grapes? Then she waddled away. Waddle.
Bro, I've never waddled away.
Waddle. To the very next day. Bum 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 bum.
Dylan, can you stop making stuff up?
I will slander you as much as I want. I can post this tweet right now and you're done for.
Honestly, I think this makes me sound cooler than you're letting on. What the hell?
Okay, chat, I think I got the new tweet. At IRS. At Mari underscore EN doesn't pay taxes. Now, what do you have to say about that?
Well,
What do
then
you say
I'll
about
just
that?
say the same thing about you.
That's incorrect. I paid $16 in taxes last year.
16?
Yes, I'm legal.
Bro, you ain't not. You
I'm legal.
way more.
I gave all the money to go to charity. I gave it all in
How do you
charity.
only pay freaking $16 in taxes? I paid more in taxes last year than her. How?
$16 in taxes.
I'm a walking charity.
This is so sad. Can we get 10 gifted?
Okay.
Whenever.
Ah, thank you guys so much for the 10 gifted.
You let an anime girl on the internet command you to give her money? How dare you!
They're not giving me money, they're giving me money.
Whenever.
That's true. I need a face reveal you, Mari. Is that okay?
You're gonna face reveal me?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
With your
Cat
permission,
bite.
of course.
Cat bites with the hamster.
Of course, go
Okay.
ahead.
Well, have you done a face reveal before?
Paid 0. Nice.
Not to my knowledge.
Are you gonna do a face reveal?
I guess, yeah, if you're gonna dox my face to all of these wonderful...
Wait, your background is magenta. Ah. Oh, wait, did you change?
Did I change?
You're
Oh, my
different.
clothing? Yeah, I am a little
You're
bit
different. What happened?
I went through a metamorphosis, kind of like a butterfly.
a metapod?
Oh, my mouth.
You a meta? Why is your mouth blue? Why? Did you eat a freeze
my
pop?
mouth? Billion, be careful how you bend over, dude.
Be careful what's under there.
You're... Okay, whatever.
Be careful what's
I'm
under
just
there.
looking... Listen,
Be careful what's under there.
I'm falling so you're gonna take drinks! Billion!
Hey.
Every time you bend over, we see crack.
Ah.
That's not... No, I don't do drugs. I don't
Oh,
do drugs.
there you go. Black.
Oh yeah, prove it. Take a drug test right now.
I
Black
don't
again.
have one on hand, of course. And I don't have any security cameras in my apartment, so... I can't prove anything. But that you mean you have to believe me. You gotta trust me, bro. Wait, can you actually do a drug test on stream?
Can you do a drug test on stream? I don't see why not.
Like, is there... Chat, are there take-home drug tests in real time? Yes or no?
Yes.
There's gotta be. At least I think like if you send a request to a lab, they can like send you a cup to piss in and you can...
No, I want a peanut. No, I want like an, you know, like a pregnancy test at home. Like I
For
want,
certain
like,
things, I think for weed and other things
but
like
in
that,
real
I think
time,
they
you know
do.
what I'm saying?
You want a pregnancy test?
I need a drug test.
I thought you didn't want to take one.
No, I do. I want to prove it that I don't do drugs. I want to prove it
Okay.
on stream.
Ah, new stream idea. We take drug tests
Yeah.
together.
Yeah, exactly. Like that'd be a
For
good
me, it
stream.
would be like a 30-second stream because I'm a fast pisser.
I
Oh,
am
God.
too. You know that, right?
Oh, really?
I'm the fastest in the West. I already run to the bathroom on top of everything else.
All right, prove
And
it
I
right now.
pre-flush.
You know, how
What
do
the
you
hell?
pre-flush?
'Cause you start the
wait,
flush
No, I
with-
know what you mean.
Exactly.
Okay, but hear me out. What if there's like a little bit of hidden pee? You know what I mean? Like,
Oh.
what if you flush too soon?
I'm not Amy Schumer.
You're just gonna leave the pee in the toilet like that?
I guess.
Ew.
Okay, what happens if you mess it up then?
I don't pre-flush, so I don't mess it up.
No, but that's why you're
because-
slow.
Ham.
Prove that you hold the world record.
How?
Speedrun.com is % where?
Okay.
Where is it?
I
You
don't
know
know.
what? I bet I hold
Yellow
more
let it
speedrun
mellow,
world records
brown
than you
make it
do.
drown.
Okay. Speed. I can do the Twitch
are.
band
They definitely
speedrun. Speedrun world record peeing.
Alright, get banned right now.
25 seconds. Okay.
Do you want to do it right now?
Yes. Yep. Chat. If I can beat 25 seconds, I will have the pee world record. Okay.
You should
Mark.
get like a stopwatch, right?
Yeah. This will work. This will work. Okay.
Can you stream your screen to me so I can see it in real time?
That makes far too much sense.
For a video
Share my
game.
screen. Mari, you ready to witness this?
I'm ready.
25 seconds. 25 seconds.
Does she even need to pee or is she grifting?
I do. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
All right. Chat, we're ready to begin. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. The hell happened to her thing?
There's no way. There's no way. I think my piss speedrun is like 30 seconds. How close is her toilet? Oh,
I mean, you can hear it.
Twice.
So pretty close.
I'll just mute that. Oh, what the hell? Fill in, I can hear myself!
Oh, not 25
she's
seconds.
Not gonna make it. NGMI. You did not make it! It was 26 seconds at best.
This right here is why people think you're a manphilian.
Still, 30-something seconds for pee is pretty quick.
Dude. 31 seconds. That puts me number, like, 8 in the world.
Well, if
I'm number 8.
Well, you came back around like 26, so that would make you like number 2.
Number 2. Are you serious?
You serious?
No, I'm serious.
Serious?
But that just makes you the first loser, right? So that kind of sucks.
If you're not first, you're last.
Mara, are you ready?
Right. Now we're gonna go for the one that Exile Raziel sent.
Sayu's having scuff? No, let me in. Where is he? Let me in. Twitch.tv/Sayu.
TYU, yes.
Where is he?
Oh, she found out? What'd she find out?
Oh,
Me too.
hello. Tech support. Heard you were having trouble.
The scuff makes the stream better. Oh, no. We'll see. Oh, hey, what's up? What's good? Tech support? Oh, brother. Already? We haven't even started. Heard you were having trouble? Not me. Honestly, if anything, I was being indecisive and literally needed to change my title. That was all. The hell kind of scuff you talking about? A little birdie told me you needed tech support. Not from you.
Damn.
I'm out of here.
No respect. No respect.
行きましょう。なんかさっきふわもこがネリッサにね、日本語教えてたの。
あ、ナイス。
ツレション教えてた。ツレションね。ネリッサ、ツレションわかる？
Oh god.
Go to the bathroom together.
動かせる？ムーブ。オッケー。マリンはマリンよし。
はい。いけるよ。オッケー。双子兄弟だから。 Yeah.
Twins in game.
ドラゴンではツイン。そう、マリオとルイージ双子じゃない。
シンクロ。Twins in game.
ドラゴンではツイン。そう、マリオとルイージ双子じゃない。
She loved it.
シンクロ。
すごい綺麗にシンクロしてる。わー。
Centipede. See, I don't want anything that's too long. We're gonna go to Foul Electrician, but I don't want anything that's too long.
Of a B7.
Well, I guess we could do this one. Go to 1.5 though, but I'm gonna give you guys closed captions.
Pilot and a bombardier, two anti-heroes that become best friends and assemble their bombing crew out of a bunch of misfits that don't fit in anywhere else, and they become adamant on doing things their own way. So much so that the US government won't even give them a B-17 to fly. They then proceed to build their own and become the most heavily decorated air crew in US history.
Wow.
Today we're talking about Jay Zemer, Joe Sarnowski, and their air crew, the Eager Beavers, the most decorated air crew in US history, responsible for completing the most decorated mission in US history, all while flying the most heavily armed bomber of World War II, Lucy, aka Old 666. Starting off with our pilot and main character, Jay Zemer. Born in 1918, he grew up in Pennsylvania with a pretty wealthy family. For high school, he was sent to a military boarding school in Culver, Indiana. While there as a freshman, despite the school's policy on no students having vehicles, he managed to acquire a Willie Motor Company Whippet, the direct predecessor of the Jeep. And he managed to turn this thing into an absolute hot rod, better than it ever ran before, until the school finally found out that a student had a car, which was against the rules. So he had a disciplinary meeting with the dean. He goes into this meeting with the dean and he's like, look, I'm in the engineering program. I'm taking all the engineering classes. I want to go to school to be an engineer. I just rebuilt a motor and I'm 14 years old. You guys should treat this as extra credit. To which the dean, being cool, is like, well, take me for a test drive and we'll see. Takes the dean for a test drive. The dean has a great time. He ends up giving him extra credit and letting him keep the car the entire time he's at military boarding school.
Nice.
So his grades were a little lackluster his freshman year because he was busy restoring a car. After that, he aced absolutely everything from sophomore to senior year. He goes on to apply to go to MIT to become a civil engineer. He gets rejected by MIT because his grades were lacking his freshman year. So he drives his Whippet that he rebuilt all the way to MIT and he camps outside the admissions office for days until they agree to meet him. He then goes in and proceeds to persuade the head of admissions to let him into MIT. So he gets into MIT, goes on to become an engineer. While he's at college, he joins the ROTC program, which is like the pre-officer training program that they have at most colleges. While he's there, he ends up flying a plane and he absolutely loves it. It is now his new goal in life to become a fighter pilot. So naturally, he applies to go off to Army Air School to become a pilot, at which point he's pretty much immediately informed there's a 0% chance that he will ever get inside of a fighter plane because he's way too big. At this point in time, they only let the smaller guys be the fighter pilots, and all the bigger guys had to go work in bombers, and Jay was a big dude, well over 6 foot. So it's not exactly what he wanted, but it is the next best thing. No big deal. He goes in, does the paperwork, does the physical exam. Bad news, his eyes suck, and his vision is not good enough to become a pilot. So the entire notion of being a pilot gets shelved for now, at least. He goes back to college, continues going through the ROTC program to be an Army infantry officer, and while this is going on, he's constantly researching on ways to make his eyes better. And he finally comes across this crazy optometrist named Dr. Bates, and he has the Bates method. Basically, this method wanted to treat your eyes like they were muscles. Bates believed that glasses enabled your eyes to be lazy, so he would crush his patients' glasses and then force them to do a bunch of eye straining exercises in hopes of building up better vision, similar to how you would lift weights to get bigger muscles. One of these exercises included staring directly into the sun. Obviously, in hindsight being 2020, this didn't work that well, and it certainly wasn't recommended, but the young Jay Zemer wanted to be a pilot so bad that he was in fact willing to go outside every day and attempt to beat the sun in a staring contest.
No.
Essentially trying to give himself a caveman version of LASIK. Obviously, this does not improve his eyesight. If anything, it makes it better, but it does highlight just how bad this guy wanted to be a pilot. So, World War II kicks off, standards get lowered, and he gets accepted into the bombing program. And from there, he becomes the top of his class pretty much immediately. He is so good at flying bombers that he can actually perform fighter maneuvers inside of a bomber, which is something most pilots would never even imagine. But not only is he naturally talented at it, he also works extremely hard. He could tell every single American, German, and Japanese plane and their capabilities just by their silhouette.
Friend or foe? No, you idiots, it's a pigeon!
So Jay Zemer is hands down the best bomber pilot in training right now, and somewhere along the lines, during training, he becomes friends with the best bombardier in training by the name of Joe Sarnofsky. This guy is basically the Larry Bird at putting warheads on foreheads. They hit it off, they become best friends, they have a ton in common. After they graduate from school, they get separate missions, and they get separated. So early 1942, Jay Zemer gets assigned to the 5th Air Force, and he's not happy about it, because the 5th Air Force is also referred to as the Forgotten Fifth. The reason they're called that is because they are stationed in Australia, and their job right now is to basically run a containment war against Japan, trying to slow them down and contain them to the Pacific. And at this point in time, nobody cares about the Pacific theater. The entire world is watching the European theater as America and Great Britain fight their way through North Africa into Italy to take back France and eventually overthrow Germany. That's where the majority of the funding's going. That's where all the attention and glory is. That's the place where young, motivated men like Jay Zemer want to be. But that didn't happen. So Jay shows up to Australia. He is the FNG, the fucking new guy. Nobody trusts him. He has zero street cred. Nobody wants him in their crew. Now, this is partially due to the fact that he's a new guy, and that's just how it goes for new guys. Sure. But mainly, it's because the Japanese are kind of kicking America's ass right now. It's mid-1942. America just got involved in this war. A lot of their pilots are inexperienced. A lot of their equipment's outdated. And everybody's giving all the funding to the European theater. So it's not a great time. And you got to remember, since this is 1942, America hasn't come out with the Hellcat or the Corsair yet, meaning that America has no fighter plane capable of going toe-to-toe with the Japanese Mitsubishi Zero. So even if the bombers did have a fighter escort, they weren't capable of going toe-to-toe with the Japanese Zeros anyways. So it has never been more dangerous to be inside of a bomber, and it has never been more important to have everybody in that bomber crew as good as possible.
Exactly, Don. Now he's going to be a main character.
Facto, nobody wants to risk it on giving a new guy a shot. So it becomes apparent to Jay early on that if he ever wants to get up in the air, he's going to have to do some gangster shit. So he goes over to the bulletin board, and on that bulletin board are the missions that are deemed so incredibly dangerous that they are volunteer basis only, and he starts volunteering for all of them, filling in any position where he's needed. The majority of these missions will wind up being reconnaissance missions, which is where they're going to take a B-17 Flying Fortress. Instead of filling it with bombs, they're going to fill it with extra fuel tanks, equip it with cameras, and send it way off into enemy-held territory all by itself to hopefully get some valuable intel. Now, as I'm sure you can imagine, a single bomber flying alone in enemy-held territory is extremely dangerous, and nobody is about to let their pilot or co-pilot be the brand new guy fresh out of school, so Jay just has to fill in wherever there's a gap. Over time, he winds up doing everything. He's a tail gunner, a ball gunner, a waist gunner, a navigation guy, a radio guy. He can do everything, and eventually he works himself up enough credit that they let him be co-pilot for a little while. And while he's working as a co-pilot, he figures out something very, very important. You have to remember, he's an engineer. He loves taking things apart, figuring out how they work, why they work, trying to make them better. And while he's sitting in the co-pilot seat, he figures out how the Japanese Zeros are tackling the B-17s. You have to remember, this is 1942. The B-17s that they are flying are the B-17Bs. They are the first generation of mass-produced B-17s ever, and they have one fatal flaw, and the Japanese figured out how to exploit it. You see, the B-17s have a ton of machine guns all over them to defend themselves. They have a tail gunner, a ball gunner, a waist gunner on each side, and a turret on top. The problem is, none of those can shoot in front of the plane. The only thing the front of the plane has is two 30 caliber flex guns, which you can kind of see right here, which might as well be nothing at all when it comes to shooting down an actual plane. Later generations of the B-17 would end up getting more firepower and turrets on the front to help alleviate this issue, but at this point in time, they didn't have that. So the Japanese Zeros would approach from behind, well out of range of the machine guns, pass the B-17 altogether, and then go and do a U-turn and approach the B-17 B-17 head on and shoot it down, where the B-17 had no way to defend itself. And during his time as a co-pilot, Jay Zemer caught on to this and developed a plan. Fast forward, Jay Zemer on his first mission, he finally got enough street cred, and there was finally a mission dangerous enough that they were going to let him be the pilot. Sure enough, a Japanese Zero shows up, does the exact same thing, passes outside the range of the guns, does a big U-turn, comes back to confront Jay's B-17 head on. As soon as the Zero gets within range, Jay takes his B-17, turns it up on a wingtip, and banks, exposing the belly of the B-17 to the Zero, forcing the Zero to go the exact opposite direction and down, putting it directly in the firing lines of both the belly gunner and the tail gunner, shooting down the Zero. And that is just one of multiple combat maneuvers that Jay has engineered inside of his head, pushing the B-17 airframe to its absolute limit. Fast forward into the mission, he lands the plane, no problem. The entire crew gets out and swears that they are never getting on a plane with Jay Zemer flying it ever again. And that becomes a new norm for a couple months. Jay went from the new guy that nobody trusted to fly to now he's so good, he's crazy, and we're scared to fly with him. That wasn't until a bunch of new reinforcements showed up on the island, and among them was none other than his best friend, Larry Bird. I mean, Joe Sarnofsky. So Jay and Joe start volunteering to go on a bunch of dangerous missions together. Same thing happens every time they fly on a mission. Pretty much everybody else on the plane refuses to ever go on a mission with those two ever again because they're absolutely crazy. But every once in a while, they find somebody just crazy enough to keep flying with them. And over the course of a couple months, they build up an entire air crew that starts volunteering together on every dangerous mission available, earning them the nickname the Eager Beavers. Making up the team, we have Bud Thule, apparently the only man smart enough to be a navigator and crazy enough to fly with these guys. And then, of course, we have Jay Zemer as the pilot, Joe Sarnofsky as the bombardier. And from there, it just gets completely out of hand because after that, we have the radio expert, William Vaughn, aka Willie. He is one of the most experienced bomber crew members in the entire U.S. military at this point that's been on countless missions, one of which his B-17 landed to refuel when his crew was ambushed by 500 Japanese soldiers. They took the machine guns out of their B-17 and proceeded to defend themselves in a firefight for 10 hours until the Australians showed back up. And during that 10 hours, Willie had 14 confirmed kills, 4 of which were in close quarters combat, 2 with his Colt 45 1911, and 2 with his knife. Jay Zemer said he didn't plan on getting in any knife fights at 30,000 feet, but if he did, he had Willie. Next, we have camera expert and waist gunner George Kendrick. Typically on a B-17, you're supposed to have one waist gunner on either side of the plane, but Kendrick preferred to man both sides completely by himself. When Jay Zemer asked him if he wanted to find another waist gunner for the other side, Kendrick said, and I quote, "These are my guns and I'm going to shoot all of them. I don't need to be bumping asses with another guy while I do it," which is the most American shit I've ever heard in my entire life. Next, we have Johnny Abel, a 19-year-old farm kid that's so mechanically gifted that he is deemed more valuable as a mechanic on the ground than he is a member of a bombing crew. Despite that, he wants to be a pilot. So Jay is teaching him how to become a pilot, but in the meantime, he's a topside turret gunner. Next, we have the tail gunner, and he is the biggest, fastest, strongest man in the entire 5th Air Force, Herbert Pugh, aka Pudge. There was a couple other stragglers that came and went on a couple missions here, a couple missions there, but this was it. This was a core group of men that became best friends and went on the most dangerous bombing runs and reconnaissance missions that the war had to offer. Very good. Because of this, they very quickly built up an incredible reputation and became too valuable to lose. At which point, leadership doesn't let them go out on the dangerous missions anymore, and they send them out on a regular bombing run with like 10 other B-17s, and if that wasn't bad enough, they're going to make Jay and his men be the first bomber in line, which if you don't know, is the safest bomber in the entire run, because as soon as their bombs hit the ground, that's what alerts the enemy that they're even there. So when they go through, there's no enemies manning the anti-aircraft guns, so they're done and gone by the time there's any enemies returning fire. It's that 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th plane that faces the real danger, and that's just not okay with Jay and his men. So they go out on the mission just like they're ordered to, and they are the first ones to drop their bombs, just like they're ordered to. They make a clean getaway, they get out to open ocean, at which point Jay tells his men, get ready for a fight, because he does a U-turn, goes back in, flies over the enemy compound at 1,000 feet, while his men from the ball turret, the waist guns, and the tail guns open fire on the enemy's anti-aircraft positions on the ground, literally becoming a ground attack plane like they're an antique C-130. They were able to knock out all of the enemy spotlights in most of their anti-aircraft positions, and every single B-17 on that mission made it back home. So Jay, the Eager Beavers, and all the other B-17s on this mission make it back to base completely okay, at which point Jay is treated like a hero by his commanding officers. No, I'm just kidding. You see, the commanding officers can't give themselves a bunch of medals if their men are defying orders but doing the right thing because it makes them look bad. So naturally, Jay is somehow the bad guy here, so he and the Eager Beavers are all confined to quarters pending court-martial. The only reason that Jay and his entire crew weren't kicked out of the military right then and there was because there was a journalist in Australia with the 5th Air Force that heard the story from one of the other B-17 crews, and they reported on it, writing a story that would end up getting read by a congressman that wanted it investigated, and he demanded and ordered that chain of command to give Jay, Joe, and all of his men on that air crew a Silver Star. So at that point, Jay and all of his men get a Silver Star. Leadership just kind of has to drop the issue, but also, fuck these guys. We're not going to give them easy missions anymore. We're only going to give them the hardest missions we have, and if they die, they die. We don't really care anymore because they made us look bad. Which is exactly what Jay and his men wanted all along, so it all works out. All right, fast forward, next big dangerous mission.
It does work out for them. I mean, if they wanted that.
Naval code breakers have deciphered enough messages to figure out that in the city of Rabaul, there's a hotel, and the penthouse of that hotel is being used as an exclusive officers club where they are being entertained by a bunch of geishas and getting hammered. And among those officers is rumored to be none other than Admiral Yamamoto, the leader of the entire Japanese Navy. Their mission is to fly in with a single B-17 under the cover of night, bomb that hotel, take out all the high-ranking officers, and make a clean getaway. So Jay and the crew get pulled in, they get briefed on the mission, no big deal, everybody's gonna go off to bed, they got a big day tomorrow. Everybody except for Joe Sarnofsky. He stays up all night long studying the map of the city of Rabaul. Nobody knows why, they just think he's overcautious. They go to bed, Joe stays up. Fast forward the next day, they take off on their mission, Jay flies them all the way there, gets them real close to the hotel, at which point Jay can actually send the controls of the plane over to Joe Sarnofsky in the bomb bay, so Joe can control the plane and really line up the shot that he wants with this bomb. So Jay sends the controls over to Joe Joe opens the bomb doors and veers way off course, miles and miles off course, like 10 miles off course. Joe steers this plane, essentially blind, driving the plane just from what he can see outside of the bomb bay. And then, before anybody even knows what's happening, Joe just says bombs away, drops the bombs on a seemingly random location, and sends the controls back over to Jay. Everyone is completely confused. Nobody knows what's going on. The bombs make impact, and there is a humongous explosion, way bigger than this 500-pound bomb could have ever done on its own. Joe had just hit a major ammunition depot for the entire Japanese Navy, and his single bomb set off a chain reaction, blowing up the entire facility. Come to find out, Joe Sarnofsky didn't feel right about killing innocent geisha girls, and he decided that he was going to find a target that was just as, if not more valuable than the officers club, and blow that up instead. So they make it back to base, tell leadership everything that happened, and leadership is absolutely furious that they decided to do their own thing instead. They interrogate the entire crew, but nobody is ratting on Joe Sarnofsky.
Nope, no one.
So as a punishment, they're ordered to do the mission again, and this time do it right. But that is essentially a death sentence, because now they know that the Americans are bombing the city, and they're going to be on high alert. So they're just going to do it anyways, and I think leadership was actually trying to get them killed, but it's not really going to work out that way. So crew goes to bed early.
Yeah, joke's on you, I'm into
stays
that.
up all night again, studying the map of the city of Raboul. And yet again, the same exact thing happens. Jay gets them all the way there completely undetected, sends the controls of the plane over to Joe. Joe opens the bomb bay, veers way off course, miles and miles off course, bombs a seemingly random location, and there is an even bigger explosion than the day before. It is an enormous explosion. Jay had just taken out a major fuel depot again for the entire Japanese Navy. They make their way back to base, at which point they are effectively grounded, and leadership will never give them a B-17 to fly again because they refuse to follow orders. And they are given absolutely no credit for single-handedly bombing major fuel and ammunition depots in the city of Raboul. All right, so leadership's being a bunch of dicks. They're not going to let Jay and the Eager Beavers fly any more of the good B-17s, which sucks because at that point there's really nothing that they can do unless they plan on building their own airplane, which is exactly what they do. So Jay and the Beavers go out to the boneyard, and the boneyard is not just where planes go to die. They go there to be cannibalized for any good parts they may have left to keep all the other planes still running. And what they come across is what used to be a B-17. It has been stripped of every usable part and is covered in bullet holes, and there is no way that this thing is gonna fly. The only identifying characteristics of this plane at all was the faded word Lucy up on the front and the tail number 2666, which would later bring about its nickname, Old 666. So now they have a plane, they just need to fix it, a seemingly impossible task, but they have Jay Zemer, the engineer, and Johnny Abel, the 19-year-old mechanical prodigy, that set forward restoring this plane, while everybody else on the crew goes out and steals all the parts they need to do it. I mean, strategically transfers equipment to an alternate location. Some of the equipment that the Eager Beavers managed to acquire included 4 new Cyclone engines, radio equipment, camera equipment, and 19 50 caliber machine guns. Right after that, we have a problem, because right around the time that the Beavers start finding all of this amazing equipment, a bunch of other air crews seemingly have lost a bunch of their amazing equipment. So a bunch of them are going to go back and try to steal it off of Old 666, at which point the only logical solution is for the entire crew to start living on Old 666 while they restore it all day and all night and spread the word that the 50 caliber machine guns are loaded, and if that doesn't work, you get to fight Willie about it. At this point, leadership has completely lost control of the situation. Everybody's calling Jay Zemer and the Eager Beavers pirates, renegades. Everybody's looking at leadership to stop them, at which point leadership is kind of like, fuck, I think they might be talking to me too, and I don't want to fight Willie, so we're all just going to look the other way. Like we talked about earlier in the video, there's not much firepower at the front of a B-17, so they take a 50 caliber machine gun, mount it right on the nose cone, and they line it up with the rivet line going down the center of the cab. And they rig it up so that there's a button inside the cockpit for Jay Zemer to hit to be able to fire the 50 caliber machine gun. So all he has to do is aim the rivet line at the enemy and fire. He calls it his Schnozzler gun. Then the Schnozzler gun, nice. Guns on the front of the B-17 are replaced with 50 cals. The navigator compartment usually had one 30 caliber machine gun. Now it's going to have dual 50s. Then the seat for the radio guy, who typically never even had a gun, oh well, we're going to cut a hole in the plane and give him 2 50 caliber machine guns as well. Then we get to George Kendrick's area, the waist guns. Typically there's 150 caliber on each side. Double it! Now we're getting dual 50s on each side, and because that's not enough, we're also going to cut another hole in the bottom of the plane and give him dual 50s there as well. That way, when Jay banks up in front of the zero, not only can the ball turret gunner hit the zero, Kendrick is also going to be able to hit the zero as well. Then, in case any of the guns malfunction, they have 3 extra 50 caliber machine guns strapped down on the inside of the plane. Old 666 now has more than double the firepower of any other B-17 in the Pacific Theater, and after shedding over 2,000 pounds, it is also the fastest. But all that firepower isn't going to be worth a whole lot if they don't know how to use it. So Jay and Johnny continue working on the plane while everybody else is sent out to go train and become experts on the M2 50 caliber machine gun. The Beavers get to the point where every single member of the crew can assemble and disassemble the M2 Browning in under a minute while blindfolded.
Hello, Wyatt-san. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you again for supporting.
And they're going to change up how they do ammunition. You see, at this point, a B-17 50 caliber machine gun had an ammo link that went armor-piercing round, incendiary round, tracer. If you don't know, a tracer is like the little one that looks like a laser beam coming out from Star Wars. They do that so that you can tell where your fire is going and so that your friends can see where your fire is going. They start linking their ammunition so it's armor-piercing round, tracer round. And they do this for psychological warfare, because when you're shooting every other round as a tracer round out of a machine gun, it is going to look like Old 666 is something out of Star Wars, straight up shooting laser beams at the enemy. So they finish up the plane and they start volunteering for every single dangerous mission that they can find. They volunteer for so many missions. So
congratulations for getting that. Congratulations for her saying that about you. The mascot of the Synchronites. That is amazing to have that kind of words being said about you. Congratulations, Wise Found Son. That means you're absolutely being accepted by Sayu and the community.
often that they never actually got an opportunity to finish the nose art on the plane like you see all the other bombers have in the movies and in the old pictures, and that's why the plane never got a cooler nickname other than its tail number, Old 666. Now most of these missions, just like before, are recon. It is Jay, the Eager Beavers, and Old 666 going up into enemy territory completely by themselves, and every single time they come into enemy zeros, they light them up. The new machine guns are incredible, and Old 666 is the aerial equivalent of George Foreman on his second title run. It's big, he's fat, he's got terrible gas mileage, but if you're gonna stand in the pocket and trade with them, you're probably gonna get put in the ground. Allegedly, with the combination of increased speed, increased firepower, Jay's piloting tactics, and the entire crew's newfound machine gun proficiency, they were shooting down so many enemies that it became unbelievable. So the crew came back and people started doubting them. So they're like, fine, we're just gonna rig up the cameras to turn on every time we start firing the machine guns. That way, we film us shooting down the enemy fighters, which is the most world star shit I've ever heard in my entire life. They were literally kicking so much ass that to get people to believe them, they had to prematurely invent the GoPro 70 years ahead of time. The beatings continue for a little while. Old 666, the Eager Beavers, and Jay Zemer build up this enormous reputation, and eventually leadership would approach Jay with the most dangerous mission he'd ever heard of. All right, so here's a mission. The Marines are gonna make a 40,000-man amphibious landing in Bougainville, but before they do that, they wanted to get aerial footage over the coastline because they wanted to find out where all the reefs were so the Marine Corps didn't get caught up on the reefs with their amphibious landing vehicles. The problem with that is the only way to get enough high definition in that footage to be able to see reefs that are underwater is to use a trimetragon camera setup, which is 3 cameras where they merge all the footage together. And the only way to actually film this and make it work is to fly in a perfectly straight line under perfect weather conditions, and they can't move the plane at all. Even a single degree of tilt would ruin the entire thing. And in order to film this coastline, they're gonna have to do that for 22 minutes straight in enemy territory, and that enemy territory may or may not have enemy fighters and anti-aircraft guns on the coast. And if there is anti-aircraft guns on the coast, it's pretty much game over, because again, they have to fly in a perfectly straight line for 22 minutes straight in broad fucking daylight. The worst gunner on the planet has enough time to get dialed in and shoot them down. And that's assuming they even make it to the coastline, because Bougainville is 600 miles into enemy-held territory.
Jesus Christ. Very happy. This must mean she likes that I'm a part of her lore so much that she keeps adding onto it. Absolutely a dream come true. That is absolutely a dream come true when your Kamiyoshi does that for you, makes you part of the lore. That's absolutely amazing. I'm so happy for you, Wise Found Son. I'm glad that you got that.
Because of this, the leadership only approached Jay with this mission because they were just hoping that he would pilot it. They never in their wildest dreams imagined that his entire crew would volunteer to go on this mission because it had such a low chance of survival. Despite that, after being briefed on the entire thing, Jay rushes over to the barracks where the beavers are, briefs them on the entire thing, and he's like, look, I'm calculating there's like a 10% chance that we survive this. I don't expect any of you to go with me. I don't blame you if you don't in any way, but if you do want to volunteer, there's nobody I would rather have up there with me than you guys. At which point, every single one of the Eager Beavers stands up, and they're going with him.
Which guy are we gonna take?
Later on when retelling the story, one of the Beavers is quoted as saying, we thought so much of Captain Zemer and his abilities that we didn't give a damn where we went just so long as he wanted to go there. Anything okay by him was okay by us. Jay then runs back over to the colonel that had just briefed him. As he is pinning the volunteer slip onto the board to collect volunteers for this mission, Jay grabs a paper, crumples it up, says that him and the Eager Beavers are going to take the mission on one condition. He does it how he wants to do it, and they have no further input. He will get the mission done. At which point the colonel agrees, and it's settled. The only thing to do now is to get prepared for the mission and wait for Army meteorologists to tell them that they're going to have a day clear enough to actually pull this off. It's monsoon season, a couple of weeks go by, and then finally they get word from the Army weather guys, hey, tomorrow's the day the weather's gonna break, you can get this mission done. So they all get prepped and they take off first thing in the morning when it's still dark out for this dangerous mission. So they take off, they're making their way over to Bougainville, they get like halfway there, it's still dark out, everything's going great, and leadership radios over to Jay and they're like, hey, by the way, extra credit, it would be pretty cool if you could pop up to the top of the island and film Buka Passage as well. We don't need trimetragon footage, just normal footage would work, you can do it while it's still kind of dusk out. If you could get that done too, that'd be great. At which point Jay is like, no, I don't need extra credit during this extremely dangerous mission, that wasn't what we agreed to, I'm not doing that. Then they're like, well, too bad, it's an order. To which he just like hangs up on the guy, he doesn't really care, he's gonna do what he wants anyways, because that's been his MO the entire time. Okay, fast forward, they get all the way to Bougainville, it's still too dark out for them to start filming with this trimetragon footage, so Jay asks the crew, and he's like, look, I can do a U-turn, we can fly 15 minutes out over the open ocean, do another U-turn, come back, that'll be half an hour, that should be bright enough by then, or we could fly like 45 minutes north, film Buka Passage, and then come back and do this after. And the crew is like, whatever, I don't care. So they go, they film Buka Passage, then they come back. It is now broad daylight, so they start filming their trimetragon footage. They get 5 minutes into the 22-minute run, and they come up on a Japanese airstrip, and on that airstrip is over 20 Japanese Zeros, and he can see men running out to the planes to come get them. Now, Jay doesn't realize it at this point, but these weren't just normal Japanese Zeros. This was one of the best fighter squadrons that Japan had that was specifically brought in to go take out Admiral Halsey, and in this squadron, they had 2 aces with a combined over 30 confirmed air-to-air kills. And even if this wasn't a specialized badass fighter squadron, 20 on 1 is still completely undoable. They'd gone up against 5.
I would absolutely appreciate that. I would absolutely appreciate that, Why It's Fun, son. Definitely. I would love that, yeah. Thank you so much. That means a lot to me that you think of me that much that you're going to be giving me a tier 3 sub. It means a lot. It does.
6, 7 zeros, they'd never gone up against 10, let alone 20 plus. It's at this moment that Jay has to make a decision because he knows that by the time all the Japanese zeros get up in the sky, get in their formation, and actually attack him, he's going to have just enough time to finish this camera run. However, then he's going to have to fight his way out, which is probably a death sentence. Or he could cut and run right now, and he's almost guaranteed to be able to get away with a 20-minute head start. He's taken a second to weigh his options and really think about it, and he's just about ready to cut and run, and he looks down at the water, and he can just see all these reefs just right below the water, and he just envisions 40,000 Marines and their amphibious landing vehicles hung up on these reefs, getting cut down by enemy defenses and machine gun fire, and he decides that he's going to risk it to try to save these guys. And for the next 17 minutes, the crew gets ready for a fight as Jay keeps the plane completely straight and level in broad daylight as all the zeros get up in the air to come get him. Fast forward 17 minutes later, 24 Japanese zeros have caught up to them, and they are trailing just behind 666 out of machine gun range. Right as George Kendrick comes over the radio and says, give me 30 more seconds, 3 zeros pass along the outside, do their U-turn to begin their attack run against 666. Then George Kendrick radios again that he has the film done. At this point, it's too late for Jay to do his normal evasive maneuver where he plays chicken with one of the zeros, so he just lines up the nose of the plane and his schnozzler gun with the lead zero shooting it down. Joe Sarnofsky down below inside the nose cone manning those guns manages to shoot down one of the other zeros, and the third and final zero was able to riddle the cockpit with 20mm cannon fire. This fatally wounds both Jay Zemer and Joe Sarnofsky, takes out all the navigation equipment for the plane as well as the entire oxygen system. Jay Zemer is now slowly bleeding out inside of this cockpit with no way of knowing where he has this plane headed other than instinct and a compass that he's holding in his hand, and he has about 30 seconds of oxygen left before the entire crew passes out from hypoxia. And the remaining Japanese zeros all now know that this is not a normal B-17, their typical tactics aren't going to work, and they just begin swarming every direction they can, firing from all angles. Jay immediately puts the plane into a nosedive, desperately trying to get below 10,000 feet so him and his men can breathe with the oxygen system down. He drops 15,000 feet in just under 30 seconds. That is over 3 miles in 30 seconds this plane drops before Jay pulls it back up, and he estimates that they're at 8,000 feet. He doesn't actually know because the altimeter is broken, and the only way he can tell the altitude that they're at is because he's such a good pilot, he can look at the pressure gauge for the engine manifolds and be able to tell. At this point, the entire situation devolves into an all-out chaotic dogfight. Jay, while still bleeding out, is pulling off combat maneuvers inside of a B-17 that most pilots would never even attempt, and his crew instinctively knows how he pilots so that they're able to pick off these Japanese zeros one by one. Your average dogfight at this point in time lasted for less than a minute, and this dogfight would drag out for over 45 minutes, and the entire time Jay Zemer is losing more and more blood and more control of the plane, because at some point, both rudders would become damaged, and he would no longer be able to actually turn the plane using the rudders. But he's such an incredible pilot that he begins individually throttling all 4 motors, throttling one side up and the other side down, turning the plane that way. I can't even believe that. This firefight, the Eager Beavers shoot down and completely destroy 5 Japanese zeros, critically damage and send back a bunch of other ones. And by the end of this firefight, there's 5 or 6 left, fully functional and coming to get them, and they are almost out of ammunition. And right as it looks like this is going to be the end, the zeros peel off and do a U-turn as they have to go back because they've ran out of fuel. At this point, Jay Zemer passes out and the co-pilot is finally allowed to take over the aircraft, something that Jay Zemer refused to let him do in the heat of the fight. For the entire flight back, Jay is coming in and out of consciousness, and the last thing he remembers is them landing and the ground crew rushing in as he hears the medics say, "Get the pilot last, he's already dead." He would wake up in the hospital days later to find out that he had lost over half the blood in his entire body, but the intel that they had gathered was going to be used to launch Operation Cartwheel, a highly successful Allied offensive that military planners credited that success to the intel that Jay Zemer and the Eager Beavers had gathered. Because of this, both Jay Zemer and Joe Sarnofsky were to receive the Medal of Honor. Unfortunately, Joe would have to receive his posthumously. According to the accounts of the rest of the crew, he was struck by a 20mm round during the first engagement. Despite that, he still managed to man the machine guns at the front of the B-17, shooting down an additional 2 Japanese zeros before succumbing to his wounds. As for the rest of the Eager Beavers, 4 of them sustained injuries, but they all survived, and all of them were awarded the Distinguished Service Cross for this mission, making this the most decorated air crew in U.S. military history, and making this the most decorated mission in U.S. history. According to the official Japanese reports, this story is highly exaggerated because according to them, they only sent up 7 zeros to intercept Old 666, and none of them were shot down. However, when you take into account the verifiable fact that Old 666 was hit with 5 20mm cannon rounds and sustained over 187 bullet holes, and the crew depleted all of their ammunition, literally thousands of pounds of 50 caliber rounds, it kind of sounds like the Japanese official reports are fucking lying so that they don't look bad. In conclusion, now you know the story of Jay Zemer and the Eager Beavers, a bunch of young men that blurred the lines between bravery and insanity, that ultimately were deemed so reckless that the government wouldn't give them a B-17 to fly, so they built their own and became the most decorated air crew in American history. Thank you for watching. Best way to support the channel is go buy some merch.
These guys are just like, holy crap. They're made of different stuff. They're absolutely made of different stuff. They absolutely are made of different stuff. Now, for the first time in ages, I think I am going to be able to play Left 4 Dead 2. Unless Left 4 Dead 2 doesn't want to work for me. Then we're screwed. Then we're screwed. Yes, catch. Pokemon alert. Pokemon alert. Rookie D on the Twitch side. Pokemon alert. Pokemon in the chat. Thank you guys for being here when I play games. It really does mean a lot to me when you guys are here when I play games. Because I don't want to just be like, you know what I mean? I do news, of course. I do news for a good amount of time, of course. And then I do a little bit of chatting with you guys, and then I do games because I love games. The badass characters, yeah, all the badass characters end up having bad eyesight, supposedly. Yes, they are absolute mad lads. They supposedly all have bad eyesight. And they all, one thing that happens again and again, every single time, they all say F you to the big dogs because the big dogs just want to make themselves look good, not actually do something good for the mission. So, of course, they say F you to the big dogs, and then they're like, hey, let's go. I'm coming? Wait, when was I coming? Wait, why am I going that way? You fucking shit. Why was this little fucker going this way? Like, seriously, what the hell? It was totally going the wrong way. What the heck was up with that guy? Hello, hello. What's going on in the gameplay? I'm trying to not die. That's what's going on. Yes. Yes, yes. Open VC is a thing. Open VC is a thing, yes.
Reloading.
Hello.
Get your ass up. Let's go.
Oh, you fuck. Ah, you fuck. I saved his ass, and he's a dumbass and doesn't save me. Did you just go idle for some reason? Fucking dick. I saved you and you didn't save me. I hate you. They probably did. Because they're gonna die now too. I hate them. I hate them. Yeah. I almost recruited all the... oh, yeah. I wear glasses, so I didn't qualify for the Air Force, because I wanted to be in the Air Force. I did want to be a pilot eventually, but I just didn't. I was small enough for the pilot, but I wasn't whatever you want to call it, aware enough? I don't know. I don't know what the fuck it is. There we go. I'm not saving you anymore, you piece of shit. It's Bill, so I'm just gonna get to where I need to get to. Fuck you, Bill. I went the wrong way. Fucking hell. Go up here. Over here. Over here. Quack, quack, quack. Over here. We got a duck here. We got a fucking duck here. Come on, you fucking shit. You fucking shit. Fuck. Pew, 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 pew. Ah. Yeah, it is. Let's see. Ooh, is this the one that I like? I think, yes, this. Wait. This one's actually not so bad. Actually, not so bad.
Careful, guys.
Everyone inside.
It's not really super fast, but it's not bad. Not bad at all.
Get your asses in here.
Be careful.
Shit. Got your back. Yeah, boy, I got your back.
Why is there some guy way the fuck back there?
Wait here. I'm
Probably.
Reloading.
Military group was freaking. They were badass. Not gonna lie, they're badass. Probably. I have heard of God Eater. Dawn Seeker, never played it. Have heard of it. I've also heard of the anime God Eater. I think it was an anime before it was a game. God Eater Resurrection, God Eater 2 Burst, God Eater 3. Favorite is God Eater 2 Rage Burst. In my opinion, the easiest to get into. Okay.
Reloading.
Rochelle. 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 Rochelle.
Oh, let me change yours.
Rochelle. 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 Rochelle.
Oh shoot! Now I realized what's going on. I don't have you guys on audio, on the correct audio. I was like, why are you guys sounding so loud? I don't have you guys on the correct audio. There we go. Now you're on the correct audio.
So this time we won't be bursting people's eardrums.
No, you won't. You won't. Because I've lowered you guys to. You guys used to be at 200 for some reason. Now you're at 100. So.
This, on the other hand, will be loud.
That one was loud. Yes.
Get trolled.
Oh.
Yee.
Well, sometimes in life you do what you gotta do, even if a higher authority does not approve of it.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
Of course, as long as you do it for good.
Yeah.
Yo, youngin.
No, I haven't heard that one.
Youngin.
Because if it's for bad, that's when everyone will be on your ass.
Throwing a pile incoming.
Oh shit! What's that? Reloading.
Oh damn, that was a lot. We just killed a lot. Nice.
Reloading.
Just because it's fun that way.
That was my fault. God damn it! Shit! Grabbing first aid. Bullshit.
Ah, it just bounced. Hurry up.
Don't nobody wander off.
Things are getting worse. What are you guys doing?
Watch out.
Seriously, what the hell are you guys doing? Son of a bitch, that's what I get for freaking waiting for you guys. Y'all dumbasses, because I was waiting for your ass.
First aid kit's over here. Come on, lazy. Can't
Got
have
pain
you
pills,
laying
nice.
around all day. We gotta get moving. Let me get you. Don't worry about me. I'll be okay. I got some muscular.
At least you can kind of get up. Oh, you fucking shit. You fucking shit!
What happened? I looked away for a moment. Oh no.
I like Monster Hunter. I might like the God Eater. Okay.
Oh yeah.
I'm taken by the smoker.
God Eater 2 is easy. Ah, okay. Okay, God Eater 2 is an easy one. Okay, that's not bad.
So, how are you, Lunar?
Fine.
You fine? Been up to good? Been up to good lately?
Lunar's never up to any good.
Hey, dang it.
Just
I believe in Lunar.
taking my time.
I believe in Lunar.
I've got my off time from work next week, so I'm just waiting for the
Just chill. Just chill. That's all I gotta do.
Yeah.
Oh, the safe room.
Yeah, finally got into the safe room. Finally. Maybe I'll get a pipe bomb this time.
Pipe bomb. Have you guys seen the many pipe bomb memes? Metallic.
Have I what?
Have you seen any of the pipe bomb memes?
Most likely not.
It's Hatsune Miku being amazed by a pipe bomb.
Oh.
And she tries to play around. She tries to play around with it and it explodes.
Well, that's kind of expected. You know what I mean? Kind of is expected.
So the only meme with a pipe bomb that I know of that includes with a pipe that I know of with Hatsune Miku is the hitting you repeatedly with a pipe.
Well, yeah.
One.
I didn't know that one. No. The one I'm talking about is a pipe bomb, not a pipe.
Yeah,
Not an actual pipe. Okay.
No, I gotta go look for that one.
I think it's called accidentally hitting you repeatedly with a pipe.
That's
Or
quite literally what it's
something
called.
like
Okay.
No, yeah, that works way different than the pipe bomb.
Yeah.
The pipe bomb means like she just has a pipe bomb, like she's amazed by it and she plays around with it and it explodes.
Wait, is it the one where it says, "Yay, a pipe bomb" or something like that?
Whoa, pipe bomb!
Yeah,
Something like that.
I've seen it. Okay, yeah, I've seen it quite a while back. I think like last year.
Man myself.
Yeah, is it at least it's like at least a year-old meme, I think. I love it. It's so funny.
Yeah, I sometimes get those kind of random things on my YouTube For You page, so...
Ah, okay.
Because the YouTube algorithm does not know what I like.
My For You page?
Damn, that's a lot of hours. That's a lot of hours, Dawn Seeker.
Like, it's a complete disarray. It's a complete disarray. A complete dissonance of the things I like.
Makes sense. Things are a lot of times in disarray just by existing. And by existing, I'm in disarray.
It's a complete dissonance.
Aren't we all like that?
Yee.
Yeah, we're all just trying to keep our lives together.
Yeah. Especially people with ADHD will know just how hard it is to keep anything straight.
Oh, yeah. Keep concentration on one thing? Holy fuck. That's like impossible. It's an impossible task.
Either it's impossible or it's so possible that you only focus on that for hours.
Oh, yeah. I have the hyperfocus issue. I have serious hyperfocus issue. Seriously, dude.
Even when I was under medication, I still had the hyperfocus.
Well, what medication's supposed to do is supposed to stimulate your brain a little bit so that you don't hyperfocus as much.
Yeah, it didn't. Well, it was when after having more than a decade of the same medication. So
oh, well, yeah, your body gets used to it, just like anything.
Yeah, no.
Just like even people who are addicted to actual drugs, that's why you have to go for more and more and more and more because your body just gets used to it.
And the worst thing is I was at the maximum dose. So
okay.
So even if I wanted to, I could not get it any higher.
Yeah, I've seen that. I've definitely seen that.
Oh, frick.
Me, luckily, I was able to do things without any kind of maximum dose on any of that kind of stuff. So And even without, because I was on Shutera, I am still on Shutera, and that's like a non-stimulant one. So that one was one that I'm currently on that was not, oh damn, what the hell's going on here? This guy's not getting affected by anything that we do. Holy effing S. Holy crap! Holy crap, there I go.
Oh, the tank. Here goes the tank.
Yeah, now that he's not focusing on me, I do want to try to recover some people.
Recover.
Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Oh fuck! I ran into another one! We're fucked. We're fucked. I was trying to get away from one and I ran into another one. We're fucked. We're dead. Yep, he's coming right after me. Yeah, we're dead. I'm dead.
He wants to kill you.
Oh, I'm dying. Okay.
Then it can climb. Well, it's big enough to climb. Now, how are you gonna revive? Well, you're being revived.
I'm dead again.
Oh, TF2 joke here. It's no surprise.
Tank is dead. Okay, that's good.
That's just one tank.
Okay, I'm gonna heal because if I don't and I die, I'm a goner. I'm an absolute goner. So I have to heal now.
Does that allow you to be revived again?
Yeah. And now I can be revived again if I need to.
Of course, let's not come down to that.
Yeah, let's avoid it at all costs.
I'm gonna die! I'm gonna die!
What did I just say, Salvi?
He's running right after me! Why? Fucking shit! Oh, I'm dead again. He likes my ass.
He probably likes your odor. He likes the way you smell.
Imagine being someone. Imagine being someone. What the heck? What was that? What was that speech? Imagine being mad at someone who's always mad.
Yeah.
Well,
fucking hell.
Now that I think about it, that's how life works.
Heal yourself, yes.
That's just Twitter in general.
Yeah, literally. So why did I even ask?
Yeah. Pair what this person says, pair hyperfixation with attention to dastardly duo. What is worse than that? I don't know what's worse than that. Distinguish gen and emotional from hyperfixation, making it yeah, it can make it hard for friendships. Definitely can make it hard for friendships. Definitely. Procrastination is something that I also have to suffer with. I've suffered with that since I was small.
Why do you guys get these tests?
Doctors in general.
Well, like financially.
Well, when you have insurance, it helps. It definitely helps a lot when you have insurance.
In a country with a free healthcare, so.
Yeah, sometimes you get healthcare.
No. I've never had that.
Well then, yeah, it would cost money in that case. Like, I don't have free healthcare, but I have healthcare that, I have good healthcare at least. Fucking shit. I'm dead. I'm done.
For the US, if you have good insurance, then usually it's not healthcare is not a problem. From what I can tell, because unfortunately I am Canadian, so.
Ah, okay.
I heard that healthcare is free. Is it true? Is healthcare really free?
Yeah, in a lot of industrialized nations, it's free.
No. Yeah. In Canada, yes and no. There are the general practitioners are completely covered by the government. However, depending on provinces, there are some acts that are not covered by the general health insurance.
Yeah, I see.
Like for eye doctors, that is not in the province I live. It's not covered. you need to have independent insurance for that.
I mean, they can't cover everything. I can understand that.
Yeah.
That's not how life works in general.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Maybe some nation does have like nationwide free healthcare. Sorry, go on.
Sweden actually has a more general approach to the healthcare. Like I do believe that their universal health insurance actually covers things like dentistry and eye doctors. Yeah. Although, don't quote me on that because I'm genuinely not sure. I think, but yeah.
Yeah, no, I can understand
that. It's just I was gonna say it like this. It's just a normie's depiction. That's all it is at the end of the day. All we can do is to make normie depictions. We're not professionals, anything whatsoever.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. No professionals here.
No.
I don't think anyone would ever think I was a professional at anything, not even freaking gaming, for God's sakes. Not gaming, not streaming, not any of that kind of stuff. I'm definitely not a pro at any of that.
Do not use whatever we say as proof of something professional, because you'll be a fool if you do.
Yeah.
No, I wanted to go back a few things on. Yeah, that's why I asked about, like, you know, how you can get, because I think from what I remember being told, I was
running,
I had nothing on me that like would require for me to get like some money for having anything. Like, I was just tested, but I was never told if I had anything or not. But all I know is that they never gave me a check if I did, or if, like, say if I did. I never received a check for anything. And going back to another point, when we were talking about like Canada having like free healthcare, have you guys ever seen that one video, that one meme thingy, whatever, about healthcare in some countries, where I think like the US is like, oh, you gotta pay up, and the UK is you're just waiting in a long line, and I forgot what was it had India, but like I forgot what that one was. But for Canada, it was that the Lord Dear God meme where he tells you to kill yourself. He tells you to kill yourself, but in the rhythm of that boom 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 boom.
Oh my.
I'm like,
yay, we're here.
I'm like, damn, that's harsh. Like I can't imagine a nation just straight up telling you just, you know,
deal with it.
Game in yourself. I never thought that, but
there's someone in the water. Oh, you fuck. He got on the boat. It's like, how the fuck did he get on? He got on the boat. Fuck you all. He's on the boat. I didn't know he could get on the boat, but apparently he could get on the fucking boat. Holy shit. Hyperfixated your whole attention-wise and invested in the subject. When your attention switches, something else drops in the previous subjects. It definitely does. So when you apply that to friendships, as long as you're hyperfixated and all attention to the friend, one you switch focus on, you suddenly drop them as a friend. It happens. It happens a lot to me. Unfortunately, I've had those situations where, like, I get a new friend, I hyperfixate on them, not because I want to, but because that's just the way my mind works. It's a new thing, so I hyperfixate on that. And then the other friend's like, whoa, you haven't talked to me in a while. I'm like, oh shit, I forgot you existed. It wasn't necessarily because you're forgettable, but it's just quite literally my brain forgot you existed. And it happens so very much.
That's me sometimes, or the majority of the time. I just forget some people exist.
And the thing is, it's not to be mean. It's not like, oh my god, you're so forgettable that I forgot you existed. No. It's quite literally my brain is hyper focused on some shit. It doesn't know exactly what it's hyper focused on, and it will make it so that I will forget you, unfortunately.
Your brain prioritizes you to do something else, or think about
it prioritizes
something
what's
else.
directly in front of me, so that is the issue that ends up happening. It focuses on what's directly in front of me, directly observable. So if there's not something directly observable in front of me, it will not focus on that ever, and that is an issue.
It's basically a case of basically like babies.
Yeah.
If it's not in their immediate vicinity, it does not exist.
Yeah.
That does happen a lot.
And of course, you know, all this can differ person to person.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be back.
All right. Now I'm just shooting things.
Pew pew.
Fuck you. You know what? Fuck this. Fuck this. If you're this close to me, I'm going all out with this shit. You're gonna be right there with me. I'm gonna freaking use the golf club. If you're like right there in front of me, I'm using the fucking golf club. Fuck it. Straight up, what's going on here? If you're this close to me, I'm freaking using the golf club. It actually, I've learned that real fast. That hopefully if you have a melee weapon, that's going to be way better than trying to use your actual main weapon. If you are like right close to somebody. Oh, someone decided to, yeah, be a jerk. Right here. There we go. So we got this. There's always. Oh, I thought there would be something somewhere. So this time there was not. There was not what I needed. What I thought I needed. What I thought I was gonna have. There was not. There was not anything. Well, at least I did some damage, some stuff. I did okay. Didn't do horribly. Didn't do great. Didn't do horribly. It kind of was like okay on both ends. Yeah, you know, it dees what it dees, as they say. It dees what it dees.
What did I miss? You literally hummed a boom, 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 boom.
Yes.
Bum, 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 bum. You know what, Salvi? If you get the permission, you should definitely sing that song for karaoke.
If I ever sing that song, it's more than likely going to be it's gonna be copyright struck. It's very, very rare for them to ever give you actual permission to do that. That's why on the EN side, you always see that it's unarchived karaoke whenever they sing any kind of English music. The Japanese ones, for whatever reason, they can usually get permission, but the English side, I don't know if they're too money hungry, I don't know exactly what it is, but they usually never get permissions.
No, it is out of money hungriness. I don't care if I'm wrong. That's the conclusion I'm coming with.
Yeah.
I mean, they haven't shown any reasons to disprove that point. Regardless, well, that's why I said if we get the permissions. And that's a big if for sure. It looked like you hit that guy in the leg. Who's here?
Oh, I mean, yeah, I'm gonna get that. I got fire. I got fire, fire, fire! Fire!
Nick. Weapons over here.
I'll take this one.
Reloading.
Fire! 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 Fire!
First aid kit. Damn it! Watch where you're shooting. Who are you? Watch eyes and ears. Who are you? That's nice job. All ass.
All ass and take names.
Go. Throwing a pipe bomb. Here comes some boomer
I could get that one, but I like the fact that I have these crazy bomb things.
I'm so sorry.
fucking shit. How come it's... Okay.
¿Qué pasó? ¿Ahora qué pasó? It's rage play.
Rage! Rage!
Rage play.
Shooting me!
I'm coming. Yeah, boy.
Someone's coming.
Go, youngin.
Someone's coming, you heard them. They said it, not me. Usually it's me who says it first, but they said it, not me.
Everyone having fun?
I have the stream muted. Every time I'm in the call, I mute the stream. So I will never hear.
What's up, Legendary Disguise? Buster Main. We'll be honest, I love it more than Manhunt. Oh, whatchamacallits? God Eater.
God Eater. I like the sound of that name.
Rochelle.
Ah! Someone got 100.
Chrome shotgun?
Yeah, the chrome shotguns.
Wait, chrome is a real element, right?
Chrome, yes. You can chrome plate things. Yes, you can. It's not an actual element. It's like an amalgam of a lot of different things, like a couple different things to make it chrome and shiny. I think it's zinc and a bunch of other things to make it chrome.
I don't know what I was expecting. I literally put Chrome on the Google search, and it literally gives me Google Chrome content.
Yeah.
You were expecting not that, but that's what you got.
And it's even funnier because I'm using Mozilla.
Oh, well, yeah, of course. But if you're using Mozilla, it's definitely gonna try to do something. Trick use, rapid fire, trick shot, blood bullet, aim for the missile pod. Oh, I didn't even... You're speaking freaking French to me. Well, not French. You're speaking like old school Latin to me in this case. Because French you can kind of understand, but old school Latin you can't.
Wait, who's trying to speak in?
No, they're talking about something from God Eater, a game. And I'm saying like all the stuff that they're saying is pretty much like they're speaking old school Latin to me.
Madraica? Madraica. Oh, this. Oh,
I'm getting all the ass.
What the heck was that?
Did it scare you?
It did.
Oh, sorry. I was just channeling my inner beast.
I thought you were mocking me.
No. I was challenging my inner beast because you weren't looking at the stream, so you weren't seeing me actually swing. You weren't seeing me swing at the monsters. No, I wasn't laughing at you. I was actually going like a monster.
I was like, damn, that's always making fun of me. No. I'll watch the. This is what I do every time I'm in a voice call with you guys. Like, yeah, I just watch the stream again the next day with only my part.
Okay.
I rewatch it. I only rewatch it once.
Oh shoot!
I don't remember.
Reloading.
Well, anyway, the thing I was like, okay, so the element's name is chromium.
Yes.
Yeah. Interesting. Very interesting.
That's why the language or whatever it is, the base of Chrome is chromium. Like of actual Google Chrome, the base is chromium.
Yeah. Chromium. Well, that's if its name is actually that in Latin. Because you've seen the periodic table, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like how some of these elements, like their name symbol is like completely different letters. Yeah, so only for some, not for every single one.
Yeah.
Like potassium is a K. Whether it's Latin.
You fucking shit!
That's why.
Stop running after me, you piece of shit. Bah!
Get ready for...
Bah!
Shag it.
Bah! At least I've been able to get rid of these guys.
Don't shoot me.
Shag, get ready for a lesson in science.
Yee.
Yeah,
None of the weapons I like. None of the weapons that I like. Absolutely none of them. That's interesting. Let's see. I hate it here. I hate it here.
Salvi, would you ever write a song?
Yeah, probably eventually at some point. That'd be nice.
I wrote a jingle once. I made a jingle. I didn't just write it. I mean, I didn't even write it. I
made a tinkle
jingle
once
without even writing it. Huh? What?
I did a tinkle once.
That's Salvi. I swear to humanity. I swear to humanity. This is one of those jokes.
You know it was gonna happen. You know, no matter how crappy the joke was, I was gonna make it.
This is one of those jokes. I'm gonna leave that conversation there.
Weapons here.
I will not elaborate on that.
Come on, everyone in here.
Okay, no, but yeah, I made my own jingle. I call it jingle. I wouldn't call it a song, even though a song could be as short as like 50 seconds. No,
yeah, it could be short. It could definitely be short.
Well, the jingle I wrote was I think it was like 3 minutes. I'll probably show it off. Well, not show it off. Why did I say that? I could probably link it to you one day.
Yeah.
If you want.
Of course. Of course. Always welcome for that.
But I made that 10 years ago.
Oh, jeez.
I made the jingle like 10 years ago.
Still?
Yeah.
Oh, dear. Fuck. There we go.
Never made more. I need to get back my my music engine, but it's expensive.
A lot of those music creation things are expensive. They do tend to be pretty darn expensive.
If I want, like, you know, lots of what the heck? Why did I what? Well, I'm gonna ignore that.
Yeah.
But anyways, what I was saying, if I want like more instruments, because the little jingle I have is just like, how do you? I actually got the names of them. It's like bell noises and piano.
Ah, okay,
and
just the basic stuff. Basic stuff, pretty much, is what you were using.
Very basic instruments. Like I don't go as
I mean,
far
if you can make it out
guitar.
of that, then yeah, that's definitely good. That's definitely good.
Yeah. But it only has like. Hold on, I'm trying to count the rhythms. Like not rhythms. Hold on. I don't know music terminology. Like 3 different like rhythm patterns. That's it.
Yeah.
Let me find it. Let me find my song.
Let me stay in the corner and just kick the crap out of these dudes because this is fun.
Where is it?
Hit me in the nips.
What? Yeah.
Someone try to hit me in the nips.
People who are into that.
Some people are into that. Absolutely. Look, the human mind, the human ability to be into kinks is astounding.
I was gonna say report them for SH. But that's not okay. Unless you're into that, like how you guys were saying.
Yeah, if it's a kink, then that's all good, you know?
Yeah. If you're into it. But if the person was not.
No, of course. I mean, that's assault. That's straight up just assault.
Yeah.
That's not even up for debate. It's assault. It's straight up assault.
Straight up.
What kind of salt though?
The rock salt. It's rock salt, yes.
Oh my gosh, Lunar.
It was just right there.
It had to be done. It had to be done. It had to be done.
If it wasn't me, it was someone else.
Yeah, true.
I was so focused on my own thing, I took it, like, I can't find it, but I'm trying to find my song.
These people love having a lot of enemies to destroy, don't they?
4.5 minutes is, that's how long my song is.
That's not too long. That's about a normal song length. Oh crap!
Oh yeah, it really is. Which is funny, because again, it's just 3 rhythms. And only one is like the most played rhythm throughout the whole song.
Okay, now I can.
I want to
fucking
back.
shit.
I wish I could go back to music making, but like I said, I don't have my music engine. I don't have a music engine. Plus, that's why I want Vocaloid.
Ammo here.
That's also, I think that also has a lot of free stuff, but I'm not sure if it has full free stuff.
Oh no, Vocaloid is not free. Vocaloid is not free. You have to pay per voice bank.
I mean, with the voice banks that they have being pretty good as they are, I can see that. I can definitely see that.
It just depends on what you want. I know there's some Vocaloid producers that like they have like at least 10 Vocaloids.
Oh yeah.
Like
they do.
Like Vocaloid characters, like the characters themselves.
Miku and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. I don't know how many voice banks per character, but
because I think right now they're up to like version 4. So like version 4 voices.
No, we had the discussion. Like I think like last month. No, maybe not last month, or maybe it was last month. No, we're at version 6 now.
Oh, version 6! Holy crap!
Vocaloid 6 and Vocaloid Gumi is the first one to get that. I think. If not, I will check to verify.
Yeah.
Vocaloid. How do I mistype?
I don't know. I'm gonna hide in the bathroom because that's what I do. That's what you do as a man. As a man, you hide in the bathroom. That's what you fucking do.
$225 just for the Vocaloid 6 editor.
Jesus Christ, that's a lot. That is definitely
that's
a
how
lot.
It works. That's how Vocaloid works. Well, I'm looking at the editor. I'm not looking which one has the amount of voice bank. Like which voice banks are already available. I mean the voice banks. Yep, we got Gumi, Otomachi Una, and the Zola project, and there are plenty more vocalists.
There was an option to kill one of the people there, and I was like, if you give me a yes or no option to just end someone's life there, I'm gonna choose the yes option. I'm sorry.
I mean, that's based.
I was like, it says slay rabbit, and it's like yes or no. I was like, okay, then we'll choose yes, and I choose yes, and yeah, he died. He just straight up died. He just straight up died. I don't know why it gave me that option, but okay.
Reloading.
Okay, it gave me an option. I mean,
Reloading.
If I have that option, I'm definitely gonna choose it.
All right.
The game is testing your character. That's what was going on.
But like, why him? Is it because he was the last one to appear, maybe? Maybe it's that? Maybe it's because of that? None of these are the ones that I want. Boy. Utao? Nice. What's an Utao? What's Utao with you? Ha ha ha. No, I'm just kidding. I don't even know what the fuck an Utao is. It's like something. It's like a character in a game or something.
Sounds like anyone knows what's up. Utao is it's like a free version of Vocaloid, but the idea is you make it yourself.
Okay.
You make the voice bank, yeah. Which I tried and I failed.
That sounds interesting. Sounds like a way to make myself actually sound good when I sing.
Yeah, Zenny. That's how it is.
Vocaloid for free, and you are your own Vocaloid.
No. Yeah, you are your own Vocaloid.
You're not gonna be able to make your own Miku Expo because you don't have the money for that. But you know, ain't nobody got time for that or money for that, really. Honestly, more than anything.
The rule for Utau, like obviously you make your own voice. However, if you want to make it out of someone else's voice, obviously you need consent from that person.
Of course. Ah, fuck.
Hello.
Sure.
Welcome.
What do we got?
What we got a fucking humongous little motherfucker over here.
Hey, that's the thank you. He just joined.
We got these humongoids. Yeah, these humongoids. I'm gonna run away from you. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna let you. No. I'm getting the fuck out of there. I'm getting the hell out of Dodge, as they say.
What?
Hey, fucking shit! Die! I mean, I'm not a sweaty gamer. I am not a sweaty gamer.
What you're saying begs to differ.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh shit! Leave me! Leave me be! I'm dead! Leave me!
What you playing?
And one of us has to get to the damn boat! I mean, an airship, whatever the fuck. One of us needs to get there!
It being helped up.
And you claim you're not a sweaty gamer. That is a big lie.
No one believes him.
No.
Everyone knows he's the sweatiest.
Yeah, it'd be great if I was sweaty and actually good at gaming, but I'm sweaty and bad at it, so that just makes it worse.
Yeah, he's sweaty and stinky.
I'm sweaty and stinky Squirrel, yes.
Yes, you are.
Not a good mix. Not a good mix. Get to the chopper! As long as one of us gets to the chopper, I think we're good.
Get to the chopper.
Get to the chopper!
Get to the chopper.
Holy shit, I got to the chopper. I didn't even think I was gonna get to the chopper, to be honest with you.
You gotta defend the chopper now.
Oh yeah, I cringed very hard today. Y'all wanna know why?
Why?
So, I was watching.
Salvi beat behind me.
It had to do
Sorry,
with me.
my bad. I'm so sorry.
Go ahead.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay.
Go ahead.
Oh, me?
Why did you cringe?
Oh yeah, so I was watching VTuber play Minecraft, stream was going normal, we're all normal, and all of a sudden a new chatter pops in, so we're all like, hi, welcome, so glad you're here. And then, you know, I send the soup asking about stuff, and we were like, yeah, you can join the memberships, but you don't gotta, you know, like promote it, but you don't have to join it. So he joins, and then he starts gifting, and then he immediately starts breaking the rules.
You gift? Oh my god. Doing everything and then breaking the rules.
Exactly. And then he got timed out.
Of course.
And you would think he'd be saying, take a moment and just go, oh, okay, I got timed out, I did something wrong, just wait for it to finish timing out, and then just wait for a good opportunity to come back in and apologize to the mods.
Yeah.
No. You want to know what the guy did?
Did he double down and triple down?
Dude went onto his alt account, sent another super, and was like, why did you time me out? Hey, I'm the person who just got timed out. This is my alt.
Oh god.
You just told on yourself. That's like...
Yeah. That's how you get your alt banned as well.
Your main and your alt.
And the sheer stupidity of that guy made me cringe so hard that before I could get the liver's reaction, I just left.
Yeah, that's just dumb. That's honestly just dumb. Like, take it, like, even if you feel it isn't worth, it isn't, like, you didn't do anything worth getting timed out for, because, you know, there are moments when someone is a little bit too ban happy, etc. That can happen. But even if you felt that was the situation, You don't go into an alt. You never do that. That's not what you
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
Because that's technically against TOS.
Yeah, that's straight up against TOS.
Yeah, even if it's just a timeout, you're not supposed to use an alt.
Hey, I ain't the one that thought we could drive a freaking truck. Come on.
And you know
So-
what the craziest part of this whole thing was? My guy spent like at least $30-something, and it just got banned from both accounts. Like, he just gave that man like $30, and then I was just like, here's the pity, and I was like, this is just some kid who stole their mom's credit card.
Thanks for coming back for me.
But consider this: you've just experienced someone with main character syndrome in real first person.
Oh, I did too. Oh my god, I never want to experience that again.
Main character syndrome. Literally so annoying.
Salvi be clammy, yeah, be clammy.
There's an entire subreddit dedicated to people like that.
I should have recorded it just to show you guys, 'cause it was like that cringeworthy.
That's quite the paradox. How can there be so many main characters?
Exactly.
Yeah. And the subreddit is literally just about clowning on people like that.
Well, yeah, I mean, those people are just annoying, so of course they're gonna get clowned on.
Yeah.
Garbage behavior.
But it was like the first real time in a while I actually felt cringe. Like I just like left the screen. I was like, no,
I can definitely understand that.
That's how you could be a proper main character in life. Just be normal. Just do what you normally do. Just live your life normally, happily.
Yeah.
Well, not happily. Yeah,
Well, you don't want me to live it happily?
Ideally. Ideally,
okay.
yes.
Damn, he straight up said it. 80 straight up said he doesn't want any of us to live happily.
Take that. No, just kidding. No. I want people to. Well, depends on the story. Depends on your. Okay.
Yeah.
Like, think about it like this. What do you think you're the main character of? Are you like the main character of some action movie? Then your life is not gonna be the best.
Oh yeah, true.
You're the main character of an action movie. Your life might also not be as good if it's like a drama, like if this movie or whatever thing is like a drama. Like maybe comedy? Like you want to be the main character of a comedy movie? Yeah.
I think that'd be even worse than drama or the main character of a drama or action, because usually for the main character of comedy is the person that is on the receiving end of all of the comedy.
Yeah, that's true. Well, that's like half. That's like half the comedy movies. Like the other half, like they're the giving end. I'm just saying that because it's the opposite of receiving.
Oh, that one. This one's better.
Yeah.
Reloading.
This one's better.
Giving end. Well, realistically, no. Don't try to be a main character. Just live your life happily.
Yeah.
That's all you gotta do.
That's all.
Yeah.
That's all. Because
Main
you're
character.
already the main character in your own life story. So.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. Just to live happily. I mean, to be the main character is to suffer. To be the main character is to suffer.
Yeah. Besides, we all know unless you sit in the back right of the classroom next to the window, you're not the main character.
Yeah, just, if you desperately want to be the main character so bad, yeah. But this how it needs. Yeah, it needs to be like rows of desks and.
Hello, Amit. Hello.
Because when I was in school,
when I was a young warthog,
classrooms looked like that's not how classrooms looked like. They were either like in tables, or if there was a classroom of desks, but there was no windows.
I had those heat desks things.
I could not be this main character type of deal. So I'm glad I don't have that mindset.
Yeah. I checked the box to make him die, so he died.
He died.
So For anyone who watches anime, that's probably going to sound familiar, but in Japan they have a term for what is basically a form of main character syndrome. It's called chunibyo.
Oh yeah, they call it 8th grade syndrome.
8th grade syndrome.
Yeah.
8th grade syndrome. Yeah, that's literally the name of one anime. That's literally the name of one anime. I forgot how to say it. Chunibyo, right?
Yeah, chunibyo. Yeah.
Chunibyo.
Chunibyo. Chunibyo.
Chubby bro. Chubby bro.
Yeah.
It's chubby bro. That's what it is.
Chubby bro. Chubby bro.
That's what it is. It's chubby bro.
Nah. Just be yourselves, guys. Well, if yourself is destructive, then you should change that for sure. Yeah. But just do your best. Like Matt Salvi always says.
Absolutely.
We're all proud. We're all proud of the good things that we can all do.
Yep. Always be proud of what you've been able to accomplish, whether you feel it's a lot or it's not a lot. Always be proud of it. What I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna turn off my AC and turn on my fan, bringing in the air from the outside. Advantage of that is, oops, not turning it off fully.
Less light to waste.
Yeah, less electricity. Luckily I have an extension for the USB thingy that I use, which is good, which is why you guys can still hear me like I'm right there, even though I'm at my bed.
This is really it. We're gonna run away to some island.
My AC uses around maybe 400 or 500 watts. My fan itself uses maybe 50 watts in the setting that I have. So together, the two fans, the one that's blowing directly on me and the one that's blowing the air from the outside, maybe 100 watts get used instead of the 500 that normally get used.
Reloading.
There we go. Let's go. Ah, fuck you! Controls for GR God Eater 2 RB are so simple, so easy. Just hop back from after a single practice run. Oh, okay, good. Thought they have simple controls. I'm kind of busy for now, just peeking a bit. Have fun, everyone. Take care, Ame. Of course. Get yourself some time to relax too. Give yourself a little bit of time to relax too, if you get that chance.
Relaxation is all.
You're awesome, Ame.
Yep, you are.
You're awesome.
Everyone freaking starts the alarms.
Be good to yourself, always. Everyone, be good to yourself.
Absolutely.
I was gonna say, when will, like, not when. Actually, you know what? There shouldn't be a when for this happens, or maybe it does already happen. But what if? Oh, frick. What if? Since we have main characters, main character syndrome, basically protagonist syndrome. What if someone comes up and they have antagonist syndrome?
Oh god.
Oh god.
What did I walk into?
Like
talking about antagonizing people.
Main character syndrome.
Huh?
Like basically they have this huge desire to find the main character and just want to ruin their life.
Well, earlier Lunar Fox was talking about how he likes chubby bros. I don't know what that was all about, but yeah.
Shut up.
Main character syndrome.
Just missed when I was the story that I gave.
Ah! I'm dying. I'm dead. Stop.
Deserve.
You pooped out something amazing?
No, I said I did something amazing.
Oh, okay.
You dumbass.
What'd you do? What'd you do?
Well, I'm on our server and I just got us a medic villager.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice, a baby. Congratulations.
Oh.
There's a baby?
We will name him George.
What's that name? Why not George? It's a really good name.
I wanted to make a joke, but I realized if I made it, that would not end well, so I'm watching that.
I'm already trying to make a joke, and it was horrible.
I always make bad jokes.
Like what?
Sorry.
Like every single joke I've made.
That's why it's good.
Your joke wasn't funny in Looney Tunes, but it still isn't funny if you say it, Salvi.
I know. But I mean, at least I'm not into chubby bros.
Funny.
At least I'm not into chubby bros.
You gotta refer your humor back to 2018. That's what I did, and everyone thinks I'm hilarious.
That works, I guess.
And if you can't
2018 humor. What was that 2018 humor?
I don't know. Jeez, what? 2018 is like 6 years ago. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
It's like sexy time.
Huh?
Silly question for you guys. How was 2016 like?
2016 for me?
Yeah, any online experience.
Online,
a lot slower than it was now. I remember, I think 2016 we still had DSL, I think. So it's definitely slower than it is now.
Dude, 2016, I don't know. I wasn't really online that much in 2016. That was back when I was still reading books and stuff, because I was in the 5th grade in 2016, I think.
Okay.
2016 was definitely something. That year. I was in a community where we would just do Vocalite stuff. Well, there was a point in time during 2016 where we all thought the world was falling apart.
I think 2016 was it 2016 or 2018 when I went to my first anime expo.
Oh, that must have been cool.
Oh.
It was cool. After that, I ended up getting the Premier Fan Pass, what they call the Premier Fan Pass. It was expensive. Back then, it was like $200. Now it's like $700. I'm like, fuck that.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm like, fuck that. I'm not gonna pay that much for your shit.
Inflation.
Not only inflation, they just started getting greedy.
Yeah.
Every year they raise the price more and more and more. So they started getting greedy, and I was like, fuck that.
Hold on, I need to read this. A feels antagonist syndrome is basically the majority of cake. Nice. That's very nice.
I need to call Salvi real quick.
What's up?
For someone who claims or makes fun of someone else who's into chubby girls, I don't want to hear it from someone like you.
I'm into just women. Not specifically chubby or not, just women.
Yo, same.
Which means you don't have a preference.
I don't have a preference.
You don't care if you had a chubby woman.
No, as long as they're an amazing person, I really don't care. They're good to me, it's fucking, I don't care. They're good people and good to me, fuck it.
What he's saying is body type doesn't matter.
Body type doesn't matter, but of course, there always has to be that base attraction, of course.
Personality matters.
But you never had.
I don't have base attraction to anybody because of the fact that my autism doesn't let me have base attraction to very many people. Does not.
Oh damn, that's sad to hear.
Yeah.
That's sad to hear.
Why do you think look, dude, if I had a fully functioning correct brain where I could have physical attraction, like, okay, where like that type of attraction of wanting to be with somebody for a long time, I probably would have been married by now and probably had kids by now.
Aww.
That gives you an idea. That gives you an idea, because like when I was a kid, I wanted that, but then later I was like, I don't want that. It's like, that seems like too much trouble. For my brain, it just seemed like too much trouble. It seemed like it was just too much trouble.
No, making a family is a lot of work.
I mean, I have my nephew now, so he's pretty much like, he treats me like he treats me, my brother, my mom, my dad, since we're really close to him, really close. He treats us like parents. So, I guess I have a son in a weird way.
Family.
Like, yeah, like if, for example, if he sees me and I don't give him something like a hug or pick him up or something like that, he will cry, and he will not stop crying until I give him that hug or that you know, that lift up or anything like that, that attention. Other than that, like, he will cry. We've not necessarily tested it out, but I've seen it happen where he would just straight up cry.
I was gonna say, and anyone can exhibit parent behavior. You don't have to be the parent of the child.
No, I mean, yeah.
You won't look bad. Yeah.
Parents are like, the caregivers are pretty much to me parents. Like, my parents are freaking really good parents to my nephew.
They're the primary. They're the primary source of parenting. Yeah, well, they should be. Some aren't, unfortunately. But
I mean, if you birth a child, I feel like unless you like give it up for adoption or something, if you birth a child, you should definitely be the one raising it too. That's my opinion, though.
And it's never wrong. Like, it's never wrong to ask for help.
Oh yeah, no, like
you should.
Like the saying goes, it takes a village to raise a child.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, it really does in a lot of cases. It takes a village to raise a child. So it's definitely understandable that you're not going to have a lot of, especially now with everything being so busy. It's definitely understandable when you maybe don't have the time at the moment to do it, or like you're working and you need childcare. That's perfectly understandable. It's different though. Childcare is different than being like, you know, doing your own thing, and then like parents raise them for like 6 months or something. You know?
Oh yeah.
That's totally different.
And to be a parent who's in need of help.
Yeah, I'll be right back. I need to give my nephew a hug because he's wanting it right now. I'll be right back.
Oh my God, this is real. Okay, I'll wait up on my side until my Salvi comes back. Well, I definitely want to give this person.
You what?
Okay. What?
I said, what's dank my meme stirs?
Dude.
Oh, is that good?
Wait, I gotta tell the story. So, I was just watching.
Tell the story.
I was watching a guy play Minecraft. You know, always good. Everything was fun. Regular old Minecraft stream.
That's all he needed. My nephew just needed to see me. That's pretty much it.
That's cute.
I mean, hard to blame him.
Because he was knocking at my door. He was like knocking at my door. He's like, Uncle, Uncle, Uncle. And since I'm recording, I wasn't able to get to him. But I was like, all right, I heard him enough, and I was like, ah, fuck it, I'm gonna see him. Doesn't take me any time to go and actually see him, you know?
I can talk at the very least. Yeah. Okay,
that's all he wanted. He just wanted to be.
He's got a cool uncle. That's all I gotta say.
Actually, let me get to a point that I wanted to say before you left. Is it okay if I do that, Uta?
Do what?
Uta, is it okay if I say the point that I wanted to say before you tell your story?
Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, if you are a parent and like you know you're gonna need help, be ready for when you're rejected.
Oh yeah.
Because there will be times where people won't be able to help, and some people will maliciously not help you. There will be. You need to be ready for it. You need to be ready for that.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. You have to absolutely be ready to have people say no, or in many cases, you know, not get accepted by the center that you wanted to have your child at, or anything like that. He's back again. He's back again.
There's always help. There's always help. You just need to find it. You need to find the right help.
Pequeñito. ¿Quieres estar conmigo? Sí. Hola, tío. Hola. Hola. Sí, pequeñito. Aquí estoy. Okay. Bye-bye. Voy a trabajar. Again, he came back. He wanted some more.
Aww.
You're so adorable. That is so adorable.
Is your nephew again?
He's 2 years old. He's like 2.5. He's gonna be 3 in November. Yeah, he's a little one. That's why. I mean, some people say I baby him too much, but I love the little guy. So.
Hey, you're the uncle.
Yeah.
You have the right to do that.
Exactly.
Well, until the parents tell you to stop.
Well, of course. It's respecting the parents. It's respecting whatever limits the parents set. I'm not gonna be talking to him all the time, but when I see him, of course, I'm right there.
Yeah.
And that's all he wanted. He just wanted to get, you know, a little bit of snuggle with me, and that was it. That's all. After that, he was happy. I told him I had to go work, and he's like, okay, and that was it.
I mean, whenever I see my uncles, I'll give them a good hug and, you know, chat with them for a bit.
Exactly. It's that familial bond. It's always good to have those kind of familial bonds. It helps him out a lot too. It helps him trust in people a lot more, like for his future. To have those strong bonds and to have those strong characters, people around him that make him feel safe, make him feel, you know, confident in himself. That helps him a lot in the future. And that's what we want. We want to give him all the firepower we can for this weird world that we live in.
Yep. I was
Yeah,
raised
that's
stubborn, so you know, always taught to say yes man, no man, yes sir, no sir.
Yes,
But
exactly.
one of the perks of that is that, like, you gotta always show some love to your family, you know, give grandma a hug and a kiss when you see her, tell her you love them, just basically hug everyone. So, like, if I ever see one of my family members, I'll be like, oh, hey, how you doing? And give them a hug, kiss on the cheek, and then
absolutely,
we'll talk for a little bit. Because it's always important to say, like, you know, I love you, just say, you know, I'm still here.
Let them know.
Absolutely, and I've never been the type to be like, oh my god, I'm embarrassed to my parents, whatever. I'll give them freaking a hug and a kiss on the cheek in front of people. I was like, I'm like, you know, one person.
You love your parents.
Yeah, you know, one person that surprised me because Vicente Fernandez. He is a person who, you know, a lot of people are like, oh my god, he's so macho because he's a mariachi. He was in movies. He was all this kind of stuff. He was like the macho guy. And then you see him with his family. He's the doting father. He is one of the few parents that I've seen that, with his males, females, whatever, his kids, you know, boys, girls, give him a kiss on the lips, like the little peck. It's showing, like, no matter how old they are, I'm still your dad.
Now that's masculinity.
Yeah, he's like, you're my children. You are someone that I care about, and I don't care about kissing you, like doing the peck on the lips to show our affection.
I was gonna say that is very masculine because that's basically a way of saying F all of you with your societal
with your machismo shit. Because in Latino culture, we have a really strong machismo. And super strong machismo, and that's something that people like Vicente Fernandez and others have pushed against. Because he's like, I'll do anything for my family. I don't care. Like in front of because they were interviewing him, and his son, like his son is also another good singer. Came and he wanted to give his dad a kiss, and he asked his dad. He said, "Okay." He's like, "Yeah, come on." And he gave him, you know, the kiss on the lips that he's done since he was like 2, and you know, give him a hug, and that was it. And then he went on and did his own thing, and Vicente Fernandez continued with his interview. It was like nothing, like, you know, regular shit that happens every single day. And I was like, fucking hell, man, that's amazing.
Rest in peace.
I don't know how many of you guys are familiar with Mr. Rogers.
Oh yeah, dude is a saint.
Yeah. So
wait, who's Mr. Rogers?
Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, PBS.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I needed to be. I needed to be told that so I can remember.
Yeah.
I watched
my neighbor.
Based nothing out, but I didn't like Mr. Rogers, but I heard he's a good guy, so he's got my seal of approval.
He, like, there's quite literally.
He was a legend.
Yeah.
My grandmother actually met him personally because she worked at PBS. She was actually president of one of the stations over.
Yeah.
Over where I am.
Yeah.
Say the specific, obviously, but.
Yeah. Of course not.
I think it's pretty cool. I mean, she's had lunch with the Clintons. She's had lunch with the Obamas. You know.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we talked about Mr. Rogers and the way she said he was a very down-to-earth person. He was a very down-to-earth guy and very humble. And he did not talk down to anybody. You know, if you were as smart as a 7-year-old, it doesn't matter if you're 42 with the smarts of a 7-year-old or an actual 7-year-old, whatever. He talked to you on your level, you know?
Absolutely, and that's how come kids loved him so much.
Oh, yeah. And he was great for kids. He was great for adults.
I respected Mr. Rogers ever since I was a kid. Like, I never lost my respect for Mr. Rogers. He was an amazing guy. And, like, the stories that are told about him, like the one where it was still during segregation and still during the times when, you know, there was still a lot of bad stuff going on. There were black people in a pool, and the racists came in and threw bleach into the pool. Like, more bleach, strong bleach, to try to get them to, you know, get them out of the pool. Mr. Rogers heard about that, and one of his continuing characters that he has on there was I forget the name of the character, but he was a police officer. He was a black police officer. No, post office man, I think. I don't know if it was post office guy or if it was, no, it was black police officer. He told him, it's like, look, this is what I want to do. Because he knew the stuff that was happening, and he didn't want kids to be worried, didn't want kids to be stressed, wanted kids to understand, you know, this is just some bad people doing bad things. He's like, he invited him on, you know, on the show like he usually does, and he's like, ah man, today's very hot. You want to join me here at the pool? It was a little kiddie pool, just for his feet. He's like, come here, just take a seat with me, and you know, put your feet in the pool so we can both cool down. On the show, basically showing like I'm not like those people. These are just weirdos doing their things that they're gonna do, and I'm not.
No, let's just chill.
Yeah, let's just chill. You're a human being just like I am. You're equal to me. I'm not crazy like these dudes. Showing the kids as well, because that's a humongous like. By that point, he was a big figure, like a father figure to a lot of people. He was.
He didn't talk about, you know, what makes you different from me. Like, you know, oh, his skin is dark and my skin is light.
Nope.
You know, it's more like we're just a couple of guys trying to cool down.
Oh, Holo Justice announcement in 3 minutes. Nice.
Oh, cool.
And the other thing is,
Ed Rogers literally got a sign language speaking gorilla to, you know, fangirl over him, and if that's not charisma, I don't know what is.
I remember reading a story. There was like this blind girl who used to listen to Mr. Rogers, and she would always get scared because like he would have like this segment where he would like feed a fish or something.
Yeah.
And she
oh
was
yeah, I wanted to
scared
make sure that the fish was always fed. Yeah.
Yeah, and so he started saying, "Okay, now I'm feeding the fish."
Let me make sure that I have the Holo Justice announcement thingy active. Is it gonna be on the main Hololive EN channel? I think it probably is, right? More than likely. Hololive Live EN. Ah, darn it, this stupid thing.
I'm gonna be right back.
All right.
Have a great time.
See ya.
Laters. Main Hololive
sorry.
English channel. Okay, Hololive English.
Hololive.
Oh yeah, 7:56. So they're definitely doing it in a minute. Holy crap! How long will this premiere be? Well, looks like we're gonna do a live reaction to the premiere then. If it's gonna be 7:56, I'm gonna exit this here, and
Did you guys see the Nintendo Direct
on your own?
I didn't do the Nintendo Direct, but I am gonna do the Holo Justice, and I'm going to most likely exit from here, or at least deafen, and do the reaction on the stream.
Okay, so
Alright.
so that's you guys.
Yes. All right, talk to you guys later. I'm gonna go and do the live reaction. Laters.
Hey guys. Enjoy yourselves.
Thank you. All right, so I'm out, and we are. Oh, it's starting. 2 minutes. Okay, it's 2 minutes. Oh, that's why they did it, because it's 3 minutes. I'm pulling your chains because, like, yes, of course you're gonna be doing this. Live reaction to it. This is my live reaction to it. Hopefully it's not gonna be like freaking 30 minutes or some shit. The mission begins! Let's go! Yes! Here we go. 21,000 right now. 21,000 watching this. For the next 2 minutes. I love the premiere system. What you can do for a live is you can have it as a premiere, but this is not going to be a live. This is just going to be maybe like a 5-minute thing that's going to pop up. I don't think it's going to be like a 30-minute or an hour-long thing, honestly. I think it's going to be like a 5-minute thing. Because it's probably going to be like what they did with Holo Advent, where they had their lore video pop up. That's more than likely what it's going to be. Bet. 1 minute. Hollow Justice starting out. Woo! Let's do this. Let's do this. HoloEN 4th Gen watch along. Let's see how long it's gonna be. I mean, it depends. I can always push things back a little bit if need be. Like, yeah, if need be, I can push things back a little bit when it comes to things that I'm putting on here. Big news, of course, is going to be the HoloEN, of course. That's going to be the big news that I'm going to be covering. We're almost there, people. Almost there, people. There we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, a 1. And there we go. Let's go. Let's do this. Let's do this. Yes! Oh, they're tying it to Advent. They're tying it to Advent. Oh my god. Special mission assigned. Mission, undercover investigation. Target. 5 escaped fugitives. They're doing it against Advent. Team. Justice. They're tying them together. This is awesome. Ooh. Elizabeth. Yes, the chaser. GG. Raora. Panther. Ooh. Cecilia. Ancient automaton. They descend to the earth to restore justice to the world. Dude, they look great. Holy crap, they look amazing. Are you ready? Hell yeah, I'm ready. Hololive English. Justice. 621.
Just if you can.
Oh my god, they sound cute. Holy crap, they sound so cute. This is, catch us if you can. They sounded so cute. That sounded like the Bao Baos. That sounded like the Bao Baos. I think that's it. I think that was the premiere. Yes, that was the premiere. The premiere of Hololive English Justice. They're tying it to Advent. It's directly going to be the Advent thing. Oh, this is amazing. I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. This is great. Love it so much. This is great. It's Advent DLC. Yes, exactly. It's Advent DLC. Now with that, I am going to leave you guys for now. Of course, I do appreciate it. I do appreciate absolutely everything here for you guys. I wanted to watch it with you guys. Now that we know that it was just a short one, I love it. 1 minute, 16 seconds for the win. They do it. They're doing it. I love it. I love it. Now let me see where the hell I can send you guys. Because... I wanted to watch it with you guys. I wanted to watch it with you guys. Let's see. Dia Fortuna. Okay. We have Hako Spells is doing Fortnite. Chiaki is doing... Oh, nice. Let's see. Kyo did the Hololive thing too. Yeah, that was cool. That was cool. So that was amazing. I loved it. That's what we wanted. That's what we wanted to see. That's what I wanted to see. That's what everyone wanted to see. It was great. We won. We won it, people. We won it. 1 minute 60 seconds. Queen Elizabeth. Yes, we are going to go and we are going to try to, send you guys to some interesting folks. At least someone out there that is that you guys hopefully will be able to enjoy. Let me see who we're going to be sending you out to. We have Kirito Pet. We have False ID was just chatting. Yeah, everyone that is anyone wanted to watch it. It's basically has Dark Souls, report to headquarters. Yeah, who knows who it's gonna be? Panther Lady has a little mascot too. Yeah, that's the main thing, man. That's the main thing. I think. Let me see if I can send you guys to on the Twitch side. Let me send you to Probably not. Probably not. Yeah, he's a little bit, he wants bigger folks to be able to raid him, not any smaller ones. So it's his right. D_the_sphinx. Okay, so all of you take care, be well, treat yourselves as well as you can, of course, always. And be kind to yourselves. Remember, you are important. You are absolutely amazing peoples. I do thank you for being here. I do thank you for seeing everything with me. Thank you so, so much. This is the Mad Salvi saying thank you, thank you, thank you. See you guys next time. Be kind to yourselves. Be proud of yourselves. Be proud of everything that you're able to accomplish. And yes, we will be seeing Hololive 4th generation pop up very, very soon. Thank you. Bye-bye. Oh yeah. Arara, mama. Bye, honeys.